into the lesson I just went into. TV, man.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah. Want to give all praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Wakal Kadash. Yeah, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the Ruel, to the elders in Connecticut, you brothers in the four winds preaching the truth of sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, the elect, Shalom, to you Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but your bloodline goes back to Israel and have come back to the fold. Shalom to you sisters, you Akwathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, in meekness and in silence. Shalom.
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 Right? We are start with that one. We are here speaking about the downfall of Esau, but not just that. We want to keep showing you that this man is the devil, and he's constantly coming against you Israelites, no matter where you at. You so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians in the barrios, the ghettos, and reservations, you still don't understand that this is your enemy, right? And you Israelites around the world, man, because you're basically you're joining hand with the wicked, man, right? Go ahead.
This is an article says Shell in Nigeria says crude oil theft and external threat to industry.
Right, and these Nigerians are Israelites, just dealing with the Southern Kingdom. So you Israelites around the world, they're still basically taking from you right in front of your eyes. And then you got the ones of our people who's basically portraying you and basically receiving a gift, right? Oh, you get that? Oh, wait. Gift destroyed the heart. Oh, you can probably get that too, right? Because you say you can do too. Mm-hmm. Okay, gift destroyed the heart. Yeah, because you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man, are leaders. You get the leaders your leaders calls you the heir. Yeah. Because ultimately, what your leaders are in cahoots with the devil, man. Whether you're in the ghettos, the barrios, or you're in some place where Nigeria, you would think, okay, Nigeria, these are actual Israelites ruling their own land, doing their own thing. You're like, heck yeah, that's nice, right? No, ultimately the devil has put you into financial bondage, which actually still makes you a slave, and then they pull down leaders and then set up puppet leaders who's gonna do the bidding of Esau Edom, man, the self-proclaimed so-called white man.
What do you want first?
Isaiah
96?
Yeah.
This is the book of
That's all good.
This is Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad.
Yeah. Surely oppression should make you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians mad, right? And you Israelites around the world, man. You should be mad. And what was you saying? It's process of elimination. Who's the wicked?
That's right.
All you got to do is step back, process by elimination, and you will know who's the most wicked and who's not your friend, man.
That's right.
Ultimately, go ahead.
I got it now.
Okay. No, I think you got more meat on that.
And it says, and the gift destroys the heart.
And the gift, what? And ultimately, your leaders are set up to what? To actually receive extra funds and benefits. You know, like these presidents. Every president received extra benefits. So they walked into the White House barely having only lint in their goddamn pocket. But by the time they leave the White House, they're several $1 million rich. Maybe even a billionaire. Lightweight. They probably at least get $1 or $2 billion before they leave the White House. So, you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man, you got your, because you got to think, a place like Detroit or Atlanta, mostly all black. So why are you still having the same problems that you would have in California? The cops are still murdering. This is an all black thing. The judges are black. the police are black. So why are you still getting shot down, and then the person being let off in a place where it's nothing but so-called all black people, man? You're still under the same oppression of Esau Edom, man. Yeah, come. But
this is Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. Better is the end of a thing.
Right, because we're ultimately we're coming to an end. The Lord is raising up the elect of Yahweh Bashem and Yahweh Shai, the Israel of the power of the universe, man.
Right. Better is the end of the thing than the beginning thereof.
Yeah, it's gonna be better. It's gonna be the end for the elect's sake, and even for you 2/3. It's better for you to get put to death than to continue in the thing that you have continued in, man. It's better for you to die, man. Right? Because there other than that, you will go into some more bugged out, wicked more things, man. Right? Because you got because I'm a couple years back, Jake in Atlanta got caught banging the neighbor's dog. So you got Jake doing the things that we laugh at Edomites for doing. So you niggas is getting more and more fucking bugged out as this thing go on. And look, that's why the Lord said no flesh will be saved unless he shortened the time, man.
That's right.
But
and the patient in the spirit, is better than the proud in spirit.
Right, and it is like the Lord said, man. These so-called white people who ruled over us, our oppressors, shall be. We will take those in captivity that oppressed us, man. They're going into slavery. Right? Say that again one more time.
This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. It says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And the patient in spirit.
Yeah, come. That's what I want to. And the Lord said this is the patience of the saints, man. Right. To put your enemies into slavery. But what? You people are not angry. You're not mad. You don't understand that you're oppressed. You're confused. You're so confused. You don't know that you're under slavery and bondage from your driver's license to your birth certificate. When your mom signed your birth certificate, you were in slavery. But it's not just that. All the redlining and all the different things that they do. They won't get you loans. They won't get you all these different things. Even though we created all these things, right? And the big thing is like Henrietta Lacks. They have proven that they had stole this woman's DNA in order to make medicine. So everybody benefits off this woman's medicine, off this woman's DNA. They straight up told her children and her grandchildren, we ain't paying y'all nothing. You know what I mean? We ain't paying you nothing. We'll let you be on the board. They actually said they'll let them be on the board on decisions on what they're gonna do with the thing. But they don't really give a goddamn. They already made the CV-19. You know what I'm saying?
I got a precept.
What?
And this is in regards to the patience. This is Luke 21 and 19. In your patience, possess ye your souls.
Right.
So this is what, as the brother was going into, we got to be patient. We're not going to rush the Most High, and we can't rush forward until he rises up to the fray. We must do what we're doing right now, just teach and follow the law, statutes, and commandments.
Well, because Esau, everything that he's doing now, he's operating off the left hand of Yahweh Shemel Shai. So Yahweh Shemel Shai is putting that spirit on Esau Edom to do what he's supposed to be doing. This is like we all say, this is the movie of Yahweh Shemel Shai. He's the producer, he's the movie writer, he's everything. He put this movie together. So everything that we're doing what Yahweh Shemel Shai has put the spirit on us to do. Just like Esau Edom. So we're out here to prophesy against the kingdom of Esau Edom and to show him Esau Edom his judgment. But also to wake up our people, you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, to wake y'all up. But we know that all y'all not going to wake up. So we're not here to catch the whole nation of Israel. We're only to catch the elect.
Yeah, we're here to get the elect. And basically, the patience of the saints, man.
That's right.
Because what? The time as we're patiently waiting, as we're putting out this word, Esau's kingdom is being picked apart and broken down, man. right? Each piece is being broken in. We can see forth the prophecies, man. We can see that they're getting afraid because what? Chariot sightings are increasing, right? The distress of the nations, right?
Because Jake is pulling on that heel.
Yeah, Jake is pulling on the hill. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the stress of the nations, man. The people, even though they kind of understand that that's going to happen, because that's what they want. The was it order or control chaos, order chaos? Yeah, yeah. So they already know about the order out of chaos. So they kind of know some of that stuff is going to happen. But that's all prophecy, though. That's all in the scriptures. Um, no, that article.
Still want that leaders causing people to err.
Oh yeah, come.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 16, and it says, "For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They that are led of them are cause them to destroy. Yeah, you can go ahead and go back.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 16. It says, "For the leaders of this people cause them to err."
Uh-huh. The leaders, what are set up? You got your so-called presidents, or you got your so-called community activists and leaders, and I mean, I don't even want to say basketball players and actors, but in a sense, they are kind of leaders in a sense. But you shouldn't be looking to those type of people. But it is what it is, man. Those actors and basketball players, those people have money. The scriptures talk about how people will marvel at what the rich man say, but won't listen to the poor and humble, man. The people who out here with the sackcloth on and telling you the right thing, the righteous things, the which way to go. The Lord said, "This is the way to go. Walk ye in it, man." Right?
And they that are led of them are destroyed.
Yeah, and you end up being destroyed because what? A lot of those things with was it Nigeria and shells being investigated under the Nigerian land. A lot of that had to be the actual leaders who set that up, because there was something it was supposed to say. Can you look it up? It's supposed to be. It says it's been going on for 9 years. Look at that.
Oh yeah, definitely how that was.
Yeah. So go maybe type it in. Yeah, that was the article.
It's just crazy. Even if they're found to be guilty, the Nigerian court is not going to be able to do nothing to them. Unless something happens to them in an American court, Nigeria can find them guilty as much as they want. There'll be nothing happening through their court system because America would just attack them if they do.
This is Shells investigates Nigeria after a report of 9-year oil theft.
Right, 9 years, but the people of Nigeria said they seen the pipeline go from their land out into the Shell's port, out towards the sea, towards their platform, right? But then they said they're gonna send their own investigators so we can see the matter of this whole thing. And if you send Esau and have Esau send his own investigators, he's gonna declare himself not guilty, guarantee it. You know what I mean? What's there any more on that?
Tap for 9 years on a pipeline. It operates. A spokesperson said on Wednesday. And this is the article. Lagos, October 12th. Oil major sales Shell, Nigerian subsidiary is subsidiary investigating report. Then an illegal oil tap ran for 9 years on a pipeline that operates. A spokesperson said on Wednesday. A NNPC spokesman said on Sunday the theft point extended from the Escribios pipeline, and that the a Fremo platform operated by the Shell
There it is.
Petroleum Development Company
Right.
of Nigeria.
So they're already telling you that pipeline's going right to the Shell's plant where they transfer oil or convert oil into to gas or whatever they transfer it to, right? Going right to their thing, but then somehow Shell saying we're gonna send our own investigators. Well, we see it. It's going down into, but you know, that's the devil, man. But that's listen. But that's the Southern Kingdom. But look, this man is your enemy. What? Go with that other article.
Okay, this is from the Bloomberg Market Report. I'm going to read the title here. London court to decide who controls $1 billion of Venezuelan gold.
Right, and when I read this, it was actually $2 billion of Venezuela's gold, right? And Venezuela is part of the Northern Kingdom. Is they Asher or who's Venezuela?
They're down there at the bottom, aren't they?
Zebulon, right? Is it maybe Zebulon?
I think so.
I think were they going the Guatemalans to
Yeah.
to the Panamanians? Is that where they fit in?
Yeah.
No, I think they're
No,
Naphtali, right? Because Naphtali
Naphtali.
is supposed to be the one that
Yeah.
have the oil.
Yeah.
His foot should be in the oil. Or is that,
I think it's Neptune.
yeah, I believe that. Remember in Genesis 49 says his foot should be in oil or whatever. Like it's. I think. Yeah.
Argentinian to Chile. Yeah,
to
it should
Chile.
be Naphtali.
Naphtali, yeah. Yes.
Well, they're Israelites.
Yeah. No, but they're dealing. They're Naphtali, dealing with the Northern Kingdom, man. Right. So, it was actually $2 billion. But go ahead,
I'm going to jump around through this article a little bit. I'm going to go down here. A long-running London litigation, so they've been litigating over this for quite some time, has been one of the few bright spots for Maduro, who's seen his support falter as President Maduro continues to hold on to power. His lawyer said Wednesday the Venezuelan courts demonstrated systematic partiality and lack of independence. So they're being controlled by the London.
Right. And listen, you got to think this thing, even if it's $1 billion. When Venezuela had their gold, and before they sent it to them, those people were probably over there with great words, great swelling words. What you were just saying, talking about, hey, today the words are smoother than butter, right? Right?
Yeah.
They came over there being great salesmen. Oh yeah, just put your money in our bank and we'll make sure you accrue this amount of interest and blah 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 blah, and you'll be able to take care of your people forever. Now they're saying that they don't even recognize them. You know what I mean?
That's right.
They're saying you're not even basically saying you're not qualified to have this type of gold.
It ain't yours.
It ain't yours. Yeah. Go ahead.
Maduro's attorney insisted that if the London court recognized Venezuela's decisions, so they're not even trying to really recognize.
Yeah, see, there you go. They're saying, we don't even know you. Who are you coming to this court? We don't even know you. What gold, basically?
Gone. The gold reserves can be used to assist with the nation's COVID-19 relief efforts. Maduro's camp claims it will be used for future generations of Venezuelans.
Right.
The ruling is expected after the hearing that is set to run 4 days. So, they're just going to take a long time to basically tell them no.
Esau Edom don't even recognize us. We're nothing but what? 3/4 are human in this country.
And
in
that's
Babylon
never
the
been
Great.
taken off the book.
You know what I mean? So they don't even recognize you so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans.
Right.
Even here in so-called America, Babylon the Great. So what makes you think that they're gonna care about our people in these other lands? Man, man, Esau Edom got to go, man.
Go ahead.
This is Joel chapter 9, verse 24.
Read loud.
This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges. Therefore, if not, where
Right
who is
thereof.
he? Oh yeah, so like it, already back. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges.
Right.
Thereof.
The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And what do wicked people do? They will literally take your thing in their hand, knowing it's yours, and then after they take it, they say, "What money?"
I got a preset.
Right?
Right.
This is John 10, and I'm going right to 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy.
Right. And that's Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed so-called white man. He come nothing but to steal, kill, and destroy. And that's why we read in there's Ephesians, right? Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. At some point in time, you should be looking at that this man has nothing but did what? Steal, kill, and destroy. You should know who the devil is at this point, right? Right? And the devil, what? It don't only mean adversary. It also means accuser. So who's being our adversary, our enemy, and always accusing us, right? Or bearing false witness upon us, right? That's Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed so-called white man. All the time. He did nothing but, well, read that back in, man. If this not the white man, like you said, who is it? Right? What does it say? Go again, right there. Finish. Who is he? Come on.
The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges. Therefore,
Thereof.
if not, where and who is he?
If not, where and who is this devil, man? Who's your enemy? Who's your adversary? And who's the accuser of you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians and you Israelites around the world, man? Huh? But no, you got to finish.
Oh, con. I'm going to start it again from the top. This is John 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy.
Yeah, if not, where and who is he? If it's not the self-proclaimed so-called white man, who is it, man? If it ain't Esau Edom, who can it be?
Yeah.
But the new Venezuelans was like, you thought because this was the England or the French or whoever they were, that they wasn't the Spanish, you thought you could trust them because maybe they some different kind of Edomites. Maybe they some different kind of white man. You know what? Yeah, you're just a different type of fucking devil. You're a special devil. I'm going to allow my $2 billion worth of gold going to you, into your bank, and I'm going to trust you, and I'm going to think you're going to stand up as an honorable man, and you're not going to be the thief that comes to steal, kill, and destroy, man. Somehow I'm going to believe that shit. When that's all you ever did. Now your shit is way across the water on the other side, what they call it, on the other side of the pond. Your shit is on the other side of fucking, what is it, the Atlantic. Now what? You can't even fight to get your things on the other side of the Atlantic.
Got no ships.
Come on, man.
I got a precept for that different kind of devil.
This brother. Go ahead, Doc.
Well, like you said, because Esau Edom, they come over here, they went over Venezuela, they came over here, told our people, you teach us this, and this is what we'll give you. You know what I mean? But they write things and they make grievances and laws that they don't even honor their damn self. You know what I mean? They show you that their laws is for you and not them. You know what I mean? So you so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, you commit a crime, and Edomite the same crime.
Locked up fast.
And what happened? Because they have what? Unrighteous decrees, man. You know what I mean? They have unrighteous decrees. Their laws is unrighteous.
Oh yeah.
Everything that they do is unrighteous.
Because if that's in the courts of London,
that's right,
of your goal, how are you? They make unrighteous decrees. How do you expect you're going to get a fair trial?
You're not.
You're not going to get a fair trial in London in their own courts, and that money benefits them. Oh, when it talks about the there should be some of clay, partly strong and partly broken.
Yeah.
Well, they just took your gold so they could be strong. Because didn't they say England is the strongest one in all of NATO and basically in the EU.
Yep.
They're the strongest nation. Why? Because they just took your goddamn gold.
Reminds me of Friday when Chris told him, "Hey, tuck your gold. Here comes Debo." You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what you were supposed to
Hey,
do.
you got
Tuck your-
Debo. You know, and you ain't getting your shit back.
This is Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them, that word woe, W-O-E, means destruction. To them that decree unrighteous decree, and that right grievousness with which they have prescribed. And what do? They'll tell you that this is what they'll do. You do this for me, and I'll do this for you. And they break it. They don't keep it. They don't keep nothing that Esau Edom, the devil, man. That's all he do is lie. And y'all 2/3, you so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native American, y'all can't see that this devil lie to you every single time, man. Every chance he get.
He's so smooth. He literally will write up a law that justifies him keeping your shit.
As he goes.
As he goes, right. So when you turn around and be like, well, that's mine. No, the law right here says that once it crossed a certain medium in the ocean, it 9/10 of it became mine.
And they keep moving that line.
Well, they did, because like I was saying, when I read the article I read, it said their goal was 2 billion. Then the brother was we were looking to pull it up, and one said 1.5 billion, and now we went and looked to find up another one. It only said 1 billion.
Right.
So 1 billion is just gone.
Right.
It just disappeared.
You know?
I got a precept, brother.
Go ahead,
I got it for you, brother. Jeremiah chapter 22, verse 13. Now this is talking about Jake. We can apply this to this damn devil. It says, "Woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness." And his
Which one is that?
Jeremiah 22 and 13.
Okay, okay, perfect.
Did you have it already?
No.
Okay.
That's perfect because I was going to go.
It says, "Woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong.
No, go to.
That useth his neighbor's service without wages, and giveth him not for his work."
Okay, go ahead.
I just got a precept too.
Go ahead.
Go along if you wanted to speak on what he just said.
Go ahead.
You want me to read it again? Okay, it says, Jeremiah chapter 22, verse 13, it says, "Woe unto him that buildeth his house."
Yeah, woe means destruction, weeping and gnashing of teeth, man. Right? Because ICBM missiles, but there's going to be more than just that. You're going to have the race wars, you're going to have famine, and you're going to have wild beasts, man. I'm saying the wild beast, the tear, the sword, and the famine, man. Right? But
It says, "Woe unto him that buildeth."
And let's not forget the MOTB, man. The icing on the cake, man. Because hey, look, the Lord is doing the sifting, and He's using Esau Edom to sift you, man. Right? That's what He told Peter. He said the devil desires to sift you. Well, who's the devil, man? The so-called white man. He desired, even though there's a spiritual demon, Satan, but you gotta understand the physical demon, Satan, desires to sift you too.
That's right,
man. That's why Venezuela's gold, they sifted them. Hey, man, what's going on, man? Hey, yeah, you put your gold over here. We'll do da-da-da-da, and don't worry about it.
I got the perfect precept for that.
Let me finish.
Well, you gotta
It says, "Well, woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness."
Right.
Just going into those unrighteousness,
We're doing righteous decrees, man.
It says,
And that's what he's been doing. He's been building what? America, England, what at one point in time they were over there in Hong Kong and China. They're over there in goddamn Australia, Afghanistan. You're pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
And then you
Haiti now.
Yeah,
He just
Haiti.
attacked Haiti a couple of days ago.
Oh,
You
wait,
ain't heard
where
nothing
is-
about that on the
No.
where you in?
local news.
Yeah,
No.
you attacking Haiti,
Literally.
right? So you devils got. Hey, listen, and those are the priests of the Lord, man. Even though the Lord got them in a low condition, man, you don't know what you just did, man. I mean, you touching the apple of the Most High's eye, man. The Lord's gonna, man. He got a special punishment for you devils, man. But
it says, "Woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness,
right, that's your cities, your towns, your governments, right,
and his chambers by wrong."
right. Your so-called Congress, right? You passing them laws, right? You pass your laws through your Congress, your judicial system. What?
That useth his neighbor's service without wages.
Right. You, we ain't really your neighbor because we're not your brother, but we live in the vicinity. You say God love everybody, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Love thy neighbor.
Yeah, this is talking about Jake, but
Right.
you can apply this to this devil.
Yeah.
Yeah. and giveth him not for his work.
Right, because that's what we're going to do, because what the curses that were on us is going to go upon them devils. So, yeah, a lot of those things that were on us, we're applying it to you devils, man.
Yeah.
Right? Because eventually you're going to do that to yourselves. Because what? Ain't Russia rising up against you? Russia's ready to take the Edomite in America and put you into slavery. Russia's ready, man.
Yeah.
France is protesting the back out of NATO now.
Yeah, France is. Yeah, I just heard about that. Yeah, France is talking about backing out of NATO.
And that's all prophecy.
That's all prophecy.
They're going to turn their back on the whore.
On the whore, yeah.
And hate the whore.
Yeah.
They're going to hate the
And
whore,
burn
man.
Because the prophecy is that its own allies is going to come again.
Right.
No, get now that you said that.
Oh, yeah. I was going to get that, but you said no.
It just said something.
Yeah,
I just gave.
We'll bring this one out real
Yeah,
quick.
go ahead.
This is Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
Yeah. Word. Hey, your mouth was smooth, man.
Huh?
You went in there and basically you swindled with smooth words the Venezuelans, but I was talking about the chief people of Nigeria first. You know what I mean? Because we read that first. Because, you know what I mean? They came in there. They had to come in there with some smooth. Hey, look. We'll do this. We do this. And we'll be able to give Nigeria this type of funding, but we need you to backdoor this, and that, so we can get this oil. And then whoever that sitting president was in Nigeria is gone. So that's how they end up finding out what this is, because somebody it was like a change of shifting of presidents or whatever. And then they end up finding this, and now nobody know who was truly all involved. So that's why these devils are saying this is their causable deniability to say, I will just send our investigators, because whoever was the sitting president at that time who actually helped them, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Johnny Hand, right?
They took the oil from Iran. You know what I mean? These devils went over there and talked about, they made it, they bombed their own country, their own land, and then blamed it on the Iranians, went over there and got buried alive.
Oh, yeah.
And then took the oil. So what do you think these devils are doing now to the
but it wasn't just oil, it was uranium.
No, exactly.
Uranium, because that's what they're using to put in those batteries of these goddamn smart cars, these Teslas or whatever.
So they took it, you know what I mean? And that's what Esau Edom do. That's what Esau Edom do. They take things and claim it for themselves. You know what I mean? They have no care about what they do to you. These damn devils don't care whether they kill you or leave you alive. These devils want to destroy the house of Israel. Why? Because that's what they want to do. They want their blessing back. But you're not going to never get your blessing back, Esau. The only thing, the best thing for you right now, Esau Edom, is death and captivity. That's the best thing for you.
That's right.
When they use those smooth words, they don't. A lot of times, them smooth words is, if you don't do this, I'm going to send my military in. Their smooth words be threats a lot of times.
Threats.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes, but
that's why a lot of times
you ain't gonna be making no threats when I got $2 billion in gold. So you're not making threats. You're making smooth, cool. Hey, look, bro, they put it in a bowl, pretty little bowl, and telling you how everything's gonna be good. And don't worry, don't be afraid. They was probably, like you said, once they crossed one part of the sea, they probably even called them, hey, don't worry. right when they crossed that part of the ocean, they was like, don't worry, we got you. You don't have to worry. We still good. Everything's going good. Look, the weather's looking nice. Hey, we're gonna make it. Don't worry.
It'd be like that. We'll just keep it at my house. It'd be both of us.
It'd be like it's both ours.
It's just over here.
It's just over here.
Like your boy, the mechanic, we like a bank, but we just keep your shit here.
Right? Yeah.
But this man is good for that. And hey, he will. When smooth words don't work.
Oh yeah, you go to
because he and every nation knows.
Well, that's what it says. It right there.
America,
Read that one more time. Because you're going right into it.
They'll attack your ass.
Yeah.
I'll start at the beginning again. Psalms 55 and 21. the words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Right? Get you, convince you to make you relaxed, make you think that everything's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Those smooth words make you think. You know, you ever been to a hotel and they send you the bellhop and they send you the different things and they tell you can get room service and then you check out and your bill is fucking. You know what I'm saying? That's some smooth words, man.
They put all that
All that
alcohol.
stuff.
That's these though, man. Like, damn, this is like, yeah. Now it's now you're like,
was $40.
yeah, god damn.
Yeah,
That's that
So
shit.
you come in, you kind of buzz.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, there's more liquor.
Yeah.
Go to the fridge, start eating up.
Well, because you thinking that
They
you
got a
paying for
basket.
the whole party.
They had a basket
Yeah.
with candy and fruits and shit in it. Not knowing they gonna charge you for every single thing in that motherfucker.
At an exorbitant rate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and the store right across the street got everything they got here
Yeah.
for $1 or more, but you're paying $20-$30 for each.
Yeah, that's that shit.
And that's how Esau is deceiving, man.
Go ahead, Ricky.
But war was in his heart.
Man, war, like you said. Ultimately, sometimes the threats are actually military.
Yeah.
Right?
Because every nation knows what we'll do to you.
But unless he's a punk, unless he a punk, because guess what? He ain't talking that shit to China. He ain't talking that shit to Russia. He ain't even talking that shit to little ass fucking North Korea.
Nah.
You ain't talking big shit. You ain't big dog on the block with them.
No.
Just some other places, man, because you're a coward, man.
Kim's dad figured it out.
Yeah.
You can't argue with a bully from a position of weakness.
No.
He got nukes, and so America ain't all they gonna do is saber rattle, and then tell us, oh, they're saber rattling.
Right.
You know, that's just crazy. We invade every nation on the planet, but when somebody else does it because you walking up in their back door,
Now they bad. Now
oh,
they're the bad
he's
guys.
bad, and Putin this, and Putin that, and Putin the other. No, Putin is a very intelligent man.
But that goes into that smooth words because basically they're pushing the narrative, you know, because they, you know, like for a while they had shut off because I used to look at Russia Today. For a while they cut off Russia Today.
RT, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So why did they do that? So you can only watch their news, so you can't see both sides of the narrative, and then you know, because like they say, the truth is always in the middle, man. Right?
Hey,
Somewhere lies in the middle. So they didn't want you to do that, right? But like they used to say when we were children, man, I remember when I was a kid, and this is an old saying, it's weird that we're living in those times where that's actually manifesting. It says, do not believe anything that you hear and only know half of what you see. And we're living actually in that time where no, you don't believe anything that you hear and believe only half of what you see. That's how it goes, yeah. Because you can only believe half of what you see, because why? They got the deep fake stuff,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
They got the green screens, because they were saying that the goddamn inauguration was with the green screen.
Yeah.
They said they were actually filming it, and they wasn't really actually at that location. It just, they made it look like they were at the location.
yeah, a lot of those
You know what I mean?
war reporters are on that kind of shit,
Right.
where there's nothing really going on behind them.
Yeah.
You know, but I've heard it said that Americans are the most uninformed, ill-informed, or just completely don't know shit. You know, and if you, what you just said earlier, how they just shut off RT in America, Americans should recognize, man, our media is more controlled than them other nations.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I mean? And,
Right.
But they always talking about them other nations. Oh, they don't let their people know. Hey, man, you get your shit cut off and then get whatever shit they want to tell you.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know? Because like you said, how many times have you heard that we invaded Haiti on the local news?
No, never.
Nothing.
Right.
You know? Have you heard anything about that gold they found in Africa
No.
on the local news?
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
But Americans think they know something. That shit is just, you know,
Yeah,
But
you
that's
haven't
what
even heard
happens
about
when
them stealing the oil.
No.
when you
And
deal with a
that kind of
proud
made me
ass
mad. I was
nation.
telling the brother yesterday. When I was telling you yesterday, I was saying, since you were stealing it, why didn't you drop some of the prices?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let us in on your you know what I mean?
Yeah.
On your stealing, on your thievery, man. At least cut us the costs,
They're not gonna.
You know what I
What you
mean?
get ready to do to OPEC?
right?
Seeing that they told you, go screw yourselves.
Yep.
You know? Biden's threatening them.
Right,
Because OPEC Plus is actually part of Russia.
right. Oh yeah, because ultimately they just want you to look at their their caveman news their caveman news nation, right? The caveman news network, right? Because the brother said that. I was listening to the other brother. He said you're watching CNN, the caveman news network.
Yeah.
I was laughing at that. I was like, yeah, CNN, the caveman news network. Man.
You know what's crazy with all of these news networks? How many of them can you find that don't have those damn crooked letter people as they host?
Oh yeah,
Almost every last one of them is part of that crooked letter family.
Man.
Oh yeah,
Every last one of them.
which one you want? Oh, yours.
Isaiah. There's the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 15, and it says, "Everyone that is found shall be thrust through."
Right, all of you that's found, you're gonna be thrust through. You're gonna be found out by the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that your ways was crooked ways, man. Your ways wasn't righteous, man.
Joined
Right?
unto the heathen.
You're joined unto the heathen, or just even the heathen, because they think somehow through they shadow government, through the so-called Illuminati, right? That somehow the Most High don't know what's going on, man. But we're telling you that the Lord knows what you're doing.
Right, they're being found out.
You're being found out.
Exposed. It
Being
says,
lifted.
and
Yeah.
exposed. It says, "Everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword."
Right? You're joined unto the self-proclaimed so-called white man. Right? You so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, and you should be angry, man. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. You should be mad. Look at you Israelites, man. You're getting your gold, your oil stolen. You get even here in America. I did a lesson on a so-called black woman. The lady just up and so-called sold the apartment to the city. Didn't tell them, told them that they had 30 days to leave. Then turned around and said they only had 7 days. And then when they came back, the doors was locked. And then not only did they lock the doors, the next door neighbor guy, they locked his thing and even locked his goddamn animals in the thing. So I'm like, ain't that? And then they was like that for weeks. I said, so ain't that animal abuse?
Yeah, sure is.
Not when they do it.
So
No.
You know
Not
what I'm
when
saying?
Esau, Esau
When
doing it.
Esau do it, it's something different.
Yeah.
So the lady got a couple of people to like petition for her and this and that, and people got word, and so basically shine light on them. So you know what the devil does when lights get shined on him. He went back and just gutted out the whole entire place, even ripped the walls out. So they went to the back of the apartment. The walls were ripped out. All the wires were ripped out. So they're like, okay, yeah, I guess you can get your clothes and your shit now, huh?
Yeah.
But the lady said when she went in there, animals was shitting and pissing all on her clothes. She said she just had a baby. All her baby clothes are done. The food that they had. And then she said she had just paid rent. The lady took the rent money and still did all that. So you Israelites are getting shifted and shafted on every place that you go, but you don't realize it's the Most High. He's trying to corral you unto the truth.
And this
Right.
law protects that landlord. She ain't got to
Right.
give nothing back.
Nothing.
They don't receive shit, and there's no empathy for them.
Right.
Right.
But the Most High is allowing that to happen to you in order to you to be like, oh shit, the
Turn
devil,
back.
like something's not right. We need to be finding something. You know what I mean? We need to be looking for something. Oh, you got something?
You forgot that Proverbs?
Oh yeah, come. Bring that out.
Be loud, be loud.
This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 21. Through hand joined in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished,
Right.
but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
Right. Dealing with the elect, man. Right. Go ahead one more time.
One more time. Okay. This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 21. Through hand joined in hand.
Right. Your so-called your dignitaries, your so-called presidents, your so-called community leaders, you're joining hand in hand with the enemy, really just to sell out your own people. But you figure, hey, at least we all won't be broke. You know, that's their excuse.
Yeah.
They say, well, look, because that's what what's the Steve Harvey? That's what he was saying. Well, shit, we all. Well, what I'm gonna do if I'm broke too? Well, nigga, you be at least down here with us, and you have some goddamn what you call it, some dignity, right? instead of selling out your brother for some goddamn FRN notes that don't have no value, just so you can so-called live a cushy life, right? But
through hand joined in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
yeah, though hand in hand, the wicked, the self-proclaimed so-called white man will not go unpunished. Oh, can you get that? They made a covenant with death.
What Biden say, you ain't black if you don't vote for me.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, and then you dumb niggas went out and voted for this man.
And voted.
And they said they said it was the highest amount of black votes for any sitting president ever. Even Obama.
And the thing about it, you so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native American, y'all go out here and protest with these goddamn Edomites to sit in office. These goddamn Edomites don't care nothing about you, man. They'll promise you, oh, we're gonna make the African American race, Hispanic race. We're gonna make the Native.
Well, that proves they don't love you anyway. To call you African, to call you American, to call you black. That's not love, man.
That ain't love.
That's not love because what? That's not a nationality.
No.
If you love me, you'll give me a nationality. Okay, let's pretend to say we're not the Israelites.
That's right.
But give us something then.
Something.
And it better be viable. It better be a legitimate nation to call us. If you can't come up with that, which I don't think you can,
They can't.
it's worthless. So we are the Israelites, man. Period. Go ahead.
Africans call themselves
Yeah, run that back.
So no.
They do not. They call themselves.
Oh, they get mad you call them
Yeah.
African.
Nigerians, Egypt, everything but Leo Scipio Africanus. They don't call themselves by that name.
Yeah, go ahead.
name.
Okay. But it's Proverbs chapter 11, verse 21. Through hand joined in hand.
Though hand.
Though hand joined in hand.
Yeah, though your hand is exchanging so-called money and property, right? Right? The souls of what it says, the souls of men, and Revelations 18, because they're gonna have the souls of men in that day. Though you're exchanging that thing, what you're gonna get that punishment of Revelation 18, right?
Wicked shall not be unpunished,
Revelation 18.
but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
Yeah, the seed of the righteous, which is the elect. Lord willing, we're part of that elect. Lord willing, because what? The death and destruction that Yahweh Shem Yahushai got for this, the Lord said that it's his determination to destroy this nation. So, hey, I always think about that all the time. I always meditate on that. You got to think of the man who created the world, and then he just said, like when you read the scripture, it makes it sound like he just said, let it be, let it be, let it be. And it don't sound like he did a lot of meditating. But when he comes to the destruction, he said, look, this is my determination. When you read in Isaiah, was it 66? He said, look, this is what on my mind. So he's meditating on how man.
He said, vengeance is in my heart.
Yeah, vengeance, that's what I'm saying. He's meditating on the destruction, man. You got a fear of power, man. And the destruction is, oh man, it's gonna be. If he's meditating on that,
But yeah, he says I'm a cry like a travailing woman. So I mean, he's already thinking about what
yeah,
he's gonna do.
yeah. That's that war cry. Because
Yeah,
when you go to
Yeah,
war,
that battle
that battle cry,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
He's coming to, and he said the whole earth, man. Oh my God, it's gonna shake. Everybody's gonna be in fear.
Because you're talking about the same man that can speak to 5,000 without a bullhorn or microphone. So when he yells,
oh yeah.
Goodness.
Hey, the voice of many waters. Oh, hey, Daniel said the voice of what? Of a multitude.
and that dude is not talking to 5,000, man.
No,
Come
that's
on.
sensitive.
Come on,
That's
man.
This is the book of Isaiah,
soft-spoken.
chapter 28, verse 15. It says, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood we have hid ourselves.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm running it back one more time.
Yeah.
I'm running it back
Just
again.
pick
from
a
the
good spot.
top. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verse 15. It says, because he have said, we have made a covenant with death.
Right. You so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, especially the so-called leaders of our people, you ultimately make a league with death, man, because you figure, okay, we know that they're putting poisonous water in the community. So I know they gave me this iodine machine that it'll sift the water, so I'm good. They gave me these different types of gold and bullion gold coins, so my pocket is straight, right? So I'll make the covenant with death because I'm not going to be the one who die. I'm good. Go ahead, keep going.
And with hell, are we at agreement?
We're at hell, which is the grave, right? Or hell could be a condition, right? I'm not going to be in the ghettos, the barrios, and the reservations. I'm not going to be in that condition that they are in. So it don't matter to me. That's how you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, who's supposed to be our fucking leaders, that's how you think, man. That's why the whole thing with the rap people, all you do is rap about fucking death and guns and how you the baddest mother out there. But then when them niggas finna tear up LA, they sent Snoop and Game and all them to say, come on guys, let's have peace. The police called you niggas and you niggas went out there and that when I seen that, I lost all respect for you niggas, man.
Yeah.
Because them used to be like, I used to be like, look up to you niggas. When I seen that, I'm like, what? These niggas went out there for the police trying to tell these niggas not to go in on these niggas because what? They think they could just keep shooting and killing and doing, and then all they got to do is send a token nigga out there and they'll just calm everything back down. But there's gonna come a day soon, you ain't gonna be able to calm us down, man. Just like you ain't gonna be able to calm down them Russians. Because Russia said, not your gold, not your silver or your gold shall he regard, man.
Really?
So it's gonna come a day we're not gonna regard any of that shit you got, man.
You know what's funny about all them gangster rappers? When they get a role on TV to play an actor, what do they always play?
A cop.
A cop.
Yeah, man, because they said they the police.
Ice-T has been the baddest detective going. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, wasn't he the man?
Color,
man. Yeah.
You know, now he...
Iceberg Slim, he was saying the big pimp, all this, all that.
Man. Big
big
you know?
dope
You know?
seller, all this stuff. Yep.
It says, when the overflowing scourge shall pass through,
Yeah.
it shall not come unto us.
The overscourging. Oh, because what? Esau's finna come down with great wrath, knowing that he got but a short time. But somehow you're thinking that, look, it ain't gonna happen to me.
I got a place in the bunker.
Yeah.
I got a place in the bunker.
Yeah.
Yeah, them devils gonna shut the bunker on their ass
Yeah.
and leave your ass out here. You think you got a place with Esau? Esau gonna shut your ass outside that bunker.
Man.
You gonna feel the thermonuclear fire, man.
That's
Just
right.
right outside the bunker.
And
You're gonna be this. You're gonna be this close to Esau's salvation and still not meet it,
If
man.
they do go in, they're going to go into the ones here in America, which are not going to. They're not
You'd
going
be
to
better off on
withstand.
the outside
Yeah.
anyway.
They're not going to withstand that nuclear fire. You know.
Right.
But y'all gonna at that time y'all gonna find out who really your friend.
Because they're not going to let them go with them to overseas.
No,
and
no,
those,
space.
yeah, no. They're not gonna let them.
No, not unless they're slaves. Because they probably still got slaves. They probably got them as slaves. Yeah, not unless they got them as being butlers and all that other shit.
Right.
You know, sitting out on my hand and foot. That's the only way you'll be in there.
And the way, as you said, Jake is, I'm not talking about all the tribes. They'll do it.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yes, master.
Yes.
Yeah, because they don't got the eye. They don't got the eyesight to see the kingdom is right at hand. Like truly, the kingdom is right here.
That's why
like,
all of it's happening right now.
That's why it's all this happening, man. That's why we seen the chariots. Man, the chariots came 2 times back to back on weekends, man.
Yep.
So
they're there,
and we see them all the time.
Yeah.
And Esau gonna show y'all. He gonna show y'all his real colors, man. He gonna show you that he really hates y'all, man.
If you hadn't get it the picture already.
Yep.
Because scriptures definitely don't say, and there you shall be sold to your friend.
No.
It says, for we have made lies our refuge,
Mm-hmm.
and under falsehood we have hid ourselves.
right, yeah. So all that falsehood, our leaders, man, you hid yourself, man. You just basically your pastors, your TD Jakes, your TD Snakes, your Creflo Hollas, all these different so-called leaders. Even what's his name? Martin Luther King. Even Malcolm X, man.
Yep.
He wasn't all straight up a stand-up guy. I mean, they did some great things here and there, but that's what all our leaders do. They do a lot of little great things here and there, but ultimately it's all to mislead you.
That's what
Was
they're
it Roosevelt?
That's what they're permitted
To do right, because
you know?
Roosevelt said that we're going to set up your messiahs, right?
Yep.
right? So that's ultimately what it is.
Well, you speaking about T.D. Jakes, you know, right after he said that he was an Israelite, you know what I mean? Right after he said that he was an Israelite, now he dead. Now he dead. Now come on, see this is what Esau do, man. They didn't kill T.D. Jakes. Killed him. Why? Because he said he was. Yeah, he dead. He dead. Dead, man. T.D. Snakes is dead.
Oh,
the doctor killed him.
Hey, listen, I knew that was going to happen because this is just this. I didn't know that either, but that makes sense because he just so-called anointed his daughter.
That damn girl,
yeah. So then he anointed his daughter, and hey, he must have knew he was going to be a sacrifice. He anointed his daughter, so the elite checked his ass out.
Well, because he literally right before he did that, he announced that his family was they were actually Israelites.
Yeah, Hebrew.
Yeah.
They were Hebrew.
When he said
the Ebos.
Yeah,
the Ebos.
Ebo. When he said that interview, talking about this chair is so heavy.
Yeah.
And then right in the next scene, they showing him saying, "No, we ain't Israelites."
Like, right when he did, right after that, he died. He literally died.
Probably a pork chop stuck in his throat. Yeah, I got. I mean, I'm gonna. Man, I just want to just start reading this and keep going. But I'll start at 5.
This is Obadiah 1:7. All the men of the Confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Yeah, because ultimately that's what's going to happen, right? All the men of Esau's Confederacy is going to bring them to the border because what? The wicked shall not go unpunished, man. Though you joining hand in hand with the wicked, he not going to go unpunished. And even his own allies are going to shoot missiles upon him. Keep going.
The men that were at peace with thee
the men
have deceived thee.
The men that are at peace with you, basically going into your allies, they have deceived you. Why? Because they've taken your so-called funding, which Biden just sent, I don't know how many $1 billion to Ukraine. And then Ukraine is going to shoot missiles on you. Mm-hmm. Come on.
And prevailed against thee.
Yeah, they're going to prevail, right? Because you're going to not be a nation ever again, man. You're going to turn into a desert, man.
That's right. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
They took your money, took your so-called benefits or whatever you was giving them, the rice or whatever you was giving them. They took that and now they're gonna shoot missiles on you. Why? Because you're over there blowing up things. Now the people gonna be cold. So now you can see why these people shall hate the horde. That's right? Oh, matter of fact, that's a good part. I think it's 18. These shall hate the horde. No. Yeah.
There is no understanding in him.
Right, because Esau, Edom, there ain't no understanding in him, man. Right. He's not understanding that the Lord set this up as a divine appointment that the Lord will preserve the wicked for the day of destruction or the day of the Lord's indignation, man. That's ultimately what it is, man.
That's right.
Yeah, go read that. Okay.
This is Obadiah 1:8. Shall I not in that day, said the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, even destroy the wise men out of Edom?
Right, yeah. All you wise men out of Edom, and that's talking about all you Edomites, man. Not just one. That's talking about the whole entire nation. We know there's 5 brothers, and we're talking about all 5 of you, and your children, and your children's children, right?
And understanding out of the mount of Esau?
Right.
And thy mighty men, O Teman.
Right. No understanding out of Esau, and your mighty of Teman, right? Because Temans are the ones who have a lot of wisdom. They're the one who created the missiles, man. Germans. There's those Project Paperclip. You're the one who created the Smiths, man. The Smith one who created those ICBM missiles. Right. And that's ultimately your punishment.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You might, if you got a precept.
I got a precept here.
This is Revelations 18. There's going to be a few chapters that
All right.
This
is the book of Habakkuk.
No, just read the
I'm telling you.
18. I can read this whole chapter.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 4, and it says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him." And that's talking about this damn devil.
Yeah,
that's right.
He was made to be the wicked.
That's right.
He's very proud.
And, and he can't change. He can't change this man. It's not upright. It says, "But the just shall live by faith." And that's
Right,
what
yeah, that's the elect.
That's the elect. You know?
Yeah. Because only the just,
Israel
because-
beginning with the elect.
because all of you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians are Israelites, but all of you are not just, man. You're not gonna have the thawa in order to which is the spirit, right? Which is I forgot how you say it in Greek, but it kind of sounds like charismos or like charisma. Basically, it's like charisma. You're not gonna have what it takes to overcome the wiles of this world, right? All the different things, the famine, the death, the pestilence, the swords, the race wars, the RFID chip, man. The Lord said He's gonna test the whole world, man. You're not gonna be able to survive that test, right? Keep going.
Verse 5, it says, yea, also, because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man.
Man, you're just a proud devil, man.
Yeah.
And all you do is go around stealing people's gold, stealing people's silver, and then you go into your courtroom and say, you know what? We don't even recognize.
Right.
Who the fuck is? Who is this? Who are you?
That was mine.
Wait a minute. We don't recognize you, huh? What? Oh, go ahead.
It says, neither keep it at home.
Right, you don't keep at home.
They're everywhere.
You're everywhere. You're all over the place, man.
All them bases, just going wherever they want to go. It says, who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death.
Yeah, and you're deaf. Everywhere you go, you murder people, and then you basically put claim, and now you're the Greek, now you're the Roman, now you're the English, you're the French, you're the Spanish, you're the American, you're the European, you're the Native American. Hey,
when they bring that, because when
you're even Israel, you're even an Israelite now.
Because when they go into these other nations and they don't listen to what they want, they kill them.
Yeah.
They bring a false narrative, and then they bring in their puppet leaders.
Yeah.
Right.
Slave their nation. Yeah.
Just like they did to Gaddafi.
Right.
They take their inheritance and then they coach it and said it's theirs.
It says it cannot be satisfied. It says it cannot be satisfied. It says, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And that's what he does. He's everywhere. And he takes their resources, and he claims it as his. That's what he does. Verse 6, it says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, and the thick clay is going into that debt.
Yeah.
Because that's what he does. I'll run it back again. Verse 6.
But
Verse 6 says, shall not all these take up a parable against him?
And a parable is like a wise saying, or even sometimes a saying is basically, it could be in a way that they mock you, like calling you nigger, spick, all these different things. Those are parables. But now, these parables or these things that's going to start coming against Esau, it's already starting to happen now, because that's why you got the thing called Karen, right? Also, all these things are starting to happen. These names are starting to come upon Esau. So it's going to get worse. We're going to come up. There's going to be more names that come, and they're going to start getting stigmas. Right. Ultimately,
the new nigger.
They're going to be, you're going to be the new nigger. Yeah.
And a taunting proverb.
Hey, and they're going to taunt you like nan boo boo. Look at you, fucking Karen. You this and that. You little Edomite. Hey, you're going to get taunted.
And a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that
woe,
which is not his.
Woe means destruction, and what? There's going to be what? It says, we already read that what the people of that confederacy shall lay a wound. A wound is what? Basically destruction.
Well,
right?
It says increaseth which is not his. He just a billion of
That's
1 billion just disappeared.
Yeah, 1 billion disappeared.
So
That's
Disappeared out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
I'll
finish this off. It says, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, and that's going into his debt, and that's this devil. That's that's him.
Esau, and we know he watches our videos. He watches the elders and apostles of GMF. He know he watches the Israelites, and he know what we're saying. Yo, there's nothing you can do about your destruction, man. You just gotta live it up, man. Be happy, be glad, because you about to be destroyed, man. And Yahweh Shim, and you 2/3, man. Yahweh Shim Yahushua don't care. He don't care, man. The only one he cares about is the elect. That's it. You 2/3, he don't care about. He said, I'm willing to sacrifice 2/3 for the elect's sake. That he willing to destroy you for the elect's sake. He don't care, man. Why? Because he knows that through the elect, y'all can get 2/3 can come back through the loins of the elect. He already knows that. He don't care. He don't care. Hey, y'all got him fucked up talking about he's a power of all love. Well, that's an abomination to him, man. That's a false balance, man. He's about balance. He's about love and he's about hate. He loves his people and he hates these heathens, man. That's a righteous balance, man. That's a righteous balance. He man, y'all can't even fathom in your mind what he's about to do to Esau, Edom, and you 2/3, you so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Y'all can't fathom in y'all brain the destruction, the torment that he's about to give y'all, man. He's about to give it to y'all, man. Yeah, man, we about to give it to y'all, man. And we are patiently waiting. Patiently waiting. Why? Because the elect is the saints, man. We're the saints, man. And we're patiently waiting for the destruction of so-called America, of Babylon the Great, man. We know America will never be great again.
I'm gonna get that in the NLT, that last one I just read.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 6. In the NLT, it says, but soon their captives will taunt them. They will mock them, saying, what sorrow awaits you thieves.
Right. See, we're going to take you captives, man. Right? Because that's what it says. The patience of the saints, we're going to take you Edomites, and really all you nations, into slavery, but we love to talk about how we're going to put you Edomites in slavery, man. That's right. It's almost like what it say, like a savor of your teeth, like it's in your, you can't wait to get it, man.
And that's so
can't wait
too, because the worst thing
we
you
savor
can call
the flavor.
them is an Edomite.
Right.
They hate
and
that.
I love, man. I love anything else?
It says, now you will get what you deserve.
And fun. That's right. And now you're going to get what you deserve, man. Destruction.
Yeah.
It says you become rich by extortion.
Oh, there we go. Look, you took Venezuela's gold, you stealing oil, you came rich by what? Extortion, man. That's what you've been doing.
It says, but how much longer can this go on?
Man, hey, not much longer.
No.
Not much longer, because what? We're around the corner from World War III.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Revelations 19. I'm going to start here at verse 18. And it says, that ye may eat the flesh of kings and the flesh of captains.
Right? That's talking about the ICBM missiles, ultimately. Right?
And the flesh of mighty men.
Yep.
And
yes,
the
that's
flesh
your
of
armies.
horses.
Right?
And of them that sit on them, and the flesh of all men.
Right? All your so-called tanks and your jets and your so-called missiles and all these other things that you thought was going to benefit you is going to be your end. Go ahead.
Both free and bond.
Yeah.
Both small and great. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together.
That's those beasts, because if you go back to Daniel, it tell you about the 4 beasts that were going to rule, and then ultimately it was going to hit the foot of the thing and basically collapse the whole thing. And that foot is what dealing with the last Roman Empire, that last leg of the Roman Empire that's going to basically put all you nations into slavery, like what the brother was just reading. We're going to take all you other nations captives and we're going to taunt you, man. Right? Because you got rich by what it say? Extortion, man. You got rich by extortion. Go ahead.
To make war against him.
Right.
That sat on the horse.
Right.
And against his army.
Dealing with Yahushua. You're going to make war with Yahushua and the angels. Right? You think you're going to make war with them, but what?
And the beast was taken.
Yeah, you're going to get taken, man. You're going to get destroyed, man.
And with him, the false prophet.
Man, the Roman Catholic Church, right? And all these other churches that stem off from it, you're just the whore little daughters of it, man.
That wrought miracles before him.
Right? You did your RFI, your RFID chip and your the Karagma, the C-hip, right? For your miracles and your laser weapons and your all these different things.
Got that.
Keep going.
Yeah. With which he deceived them that had received the mark
Right.
of the beast.
Right, yeah. You're gonna deceive them.
And-
What's that word again? As you just said?
Extortion.
Extortion. And that's ultimately what that is. That's kind of what you're gonna do is you're gonna extort the people to get the mark. That's ultimately what it is. That's what extortion is, right?
Yeah.
You want to eat?
Hey, can you look that up? Extortion, the definition? Yeah.
Take it off. And them that worship his image, these both
Right.
were cast alive
Alive.
into the lake of fire.
Hey, that's the ICBM missiles. While you stand upon your feet, while you're standing upon your feet, it should what? Consume your eyes and the tongue in your mouth and the flesh that's upon you, man. Right? While you're standing, while you're still alive, the ICBM missiles and ultimately the laser beam from the chariot, man, of Yahweh Shai's chariot. Ultimately, it's gonna rip your flesh while you stand upon your feet, while you're alive, man. Go ahead.
Burning with brimstone.
Right, come on.
I'm going to just go ahead and get 21 and close it. And the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse.
Right, yeah. And that's that ice, those laser beams from the chariots, man. That's that sword of him that sat upon it, man, which is Yahweh Shai, which is our Savior, man, our big brother and our King and our Lord, who we do believe and we worship him, man. Yes, yeah. Yeah, we know he's not the Most High, but he's to be worshipped, though, man. He's to be reverenced, man.
Got that definition.
Okay, go ahead.
It says extortion. This is the practice of obtaining something, especially money, through force or threats.
That's what I say about those.
Yeah.
That's how they come in. They
That's
going
how
to
they
either
go.
entice you or threaten you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, you don't want to do what I'm asking? Okay, no problem. If I get up from the table, though, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What? What's going to happen? He's going to say, but you know.
Yeah.
And you know what's going to happen.
You know
He going to send the goon squad in.
it. Man, right in after you.
Finish it up. All right. And this is, man, the fowls of the earth are getting ready to eat. And the sword proceeded out of his mouth. And all the fowls were filled with their flesh.
Come on. The Lord said it.
He's
He
promised
gets-
them
make
a
a
feast.
bird.
He promised them
To
a
the
feast.
animals.
Yeah.
Great supper.
He promised the
Great
beast a
supper.
feast.
Yeah.
Because the Lord promised the beast of the earth a feast.
That's right.
Yeah, because you said it was the missiles, but that was the promise of those
The
fowls.
beast.
Yeah,
No, but the missile said the fire.
Right,
the
right,
missile,
right,
the
right,
missile's
right.
gonna get them, but then
Yeah,
the fire, it's gonna be for the beast.
The
It's gonna
both
be
will
both.
get them.
Yeah, both the missiles and
The bird's going to have cooked food.
cooked food.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they said, you know, if
Yeah.
the
yeah.
missiles
That was less. Yeah, that barbecue. Yeah,
if the missiles don't get you, the
animals gonna get you.
Yeah.
Man, you got to come in all kind of ways. You saw?
From the laser beam.
All right. All right, this is Job 30:5. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief.
right. Hey, and that's ultimately what it is, man. You came with the extortion, and you stealing, and you come with the force, and ultimately the nations had to cry after you as a thief, and that's all you ever been, Esau. What the brother read, the devil goes around as a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour, man, and that's ultimately what you've been doing all around the world. You got yours?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Doc.
This is Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Right, and that's you so-called, elites everywhere. But France, Spain, Portugal, England, all Russia, all you devils, man. What's the name? We ain't gonna forget you. India, China, Japan. Let's not forget about them Ishmaelites. The Ishmaelites, you Hamites. Hey brother, how you doing? And they don't come brother us that day, man. You finna get that hammer down upon you, man. You finna get into slavery, man. Yeah, you ain't gonna be selling us mixtapes no more, man.
Right. It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 39, verse 17, and it reads, "And thou son of man, thus saith the Lord power, speak unto every feathered fowl,
Right.
and to every beast of the field."
Right, because the beast of the field is going. Hey, the Lord said for us to speak, man, and ultimately that's what we're doing now, right? Because it's bringing in the prophecies. We're the Lord's mouthpiece, and the Lord fulfilling the things that we said, which really is His power. It's what He said that's going to happen. Go ahead.
It says, assemble yourselves and come. Gather yourselves on every side to my sacrifice,
Right.
that I do sacrifice for you.
Come.
Even a great sacrifice upon the mountains of Israel, that ye may eat flesh and drink blood.
Right. And the sacrifice is what? For altar for the sins of what? Of the elect. And ultimately that's what it is. All you 2/3 and even these other nations that get burnt in that thermonuclear fire, you're gonna be a sacrifice for the elect sins. That's ultimately what it is, man.
I keep going.
Keep going.
In verse 18 it says, ye shall eat the flesh of the mighty and drink the blood of princes of the earth, of rams, of lambs, and of goats, of bullocks, and all the fatlings of Bashan. That's basically speaking, that's just a metaphor for the people.
Yeah, for the people.
Yeah.
That's that sacrifice.
Yeah,
Because those people are going to be a sacrifice for the elect, for the elect's sake, for you know what I mean, for the forgiveness of the sin of the elect, man. Because we already had the what do you call it? We had the scapegoat, because Yahushua is the scapegoat. He died for us, and to allow us to be the scapegoat. But you got to know that there's more, because the Lord said we're kings and priests. There's more to the priestly duty than just having a scapegoat, to have the sacrifice. Now you gotta make sure that you put all the other things and then make, because you know you have the regular sacrifice, and then you have the burnt offerings, and then you have the drink offerings. Right? You have all these different offerings. So the Lord did one. You Israelites are going to be one for one, and then the other nations are going to be for the other, because we're priests, man. We're kings and priests. So all these sacrifices are going to be for a specific reason, man.
So
To pursue that duty.
So-called America is an altar.
Oh yeah, America's an altar.
Yeah. I got one more. I'll just finish off real quick. It says, and ye shall eat the fat till ye be full, and drink blood till ye be drunken, of my sacrifice which I have sacrificed for you.
Right. Go ahead.
Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 6. The sword of the Lord.
Yeah. That's the ICBM missiles, man. Right. And the sword is also the famine, because some people are not going to die. In other places, they're not going to die, but they're going to definitely be in famine. They're definitely going to feel the race wars, because the race wars ain't just going to happen in America. There's going to be race wars around the world. There's going to be wars for your next provision for the next day around the world, or for shelter, or for food, for protection. The Lord is going to release these animals that we've never seen. It's not just going to be in America. That's going to be around the world. You know what I'm saying? And I seen a thing where they said it was showing that Leviathan has children. You know what I mean? So there's other little Leviathans. So Leviathan, there's a big Leviathan, but then Leviathan got children. So Leviathan might come over to America, but then the children may go somewhere else. Man, hey man, it's gonna be a day like none other, man. Ultimately, keep going.
And this devil knows that when he shows you movies like Godzilla versus the Hydra and all of that, where
Right.
they show all them things waking up, you know, but they act like they're controlling them.
Right.
But they don't control shit.
Yeah, because that made me think about that, because when they had that movie with the big wolf and that big old other thing, they had these big animals.
Yeah.
Because I used to work out here on the Reds at Salt River.
Wayne,
I used to work at Salt River. Them dudes said that they seen a freaking rattlesnake, fucking huge. They said that the thing was damn near like the size of a car, a rattlesnake.
Man, they don't get that big.
But they seen one like that. Like you don't get one that big from what you see.
Right.
But that means what you don't see. There's something.
Right,
that thing is out there.
Like, we don't know what Yahweh
newly
Shemel
created.
we don't know what Yahweh Shemel created when he created this earth. We don't know what kind of beast is out here. It's going to be dormant. You know what I mean? It's going to be bad, man.
Right.
There's going to be things that we've never seen or even thought of that's going to appear like a terror, man.
Or even bigger than you thought, because like we were talking, like the elders were bringing out yesterday about how there's certain different beasts and things, but there's things that these beasts are different sizes, man. And we don't know from the beginning. Oh, that's what I was trying to, because I almost slipped my thought. But it talks about how men were bigger. That's what the elders talking about, and the men were bigger in stature
Yep.
a long time ago. So if men were bigger in stature at one time, what was not the animals bigger in stature at one time?
Yeah, because they talk about the elephant carrying. I forget exactly that. That elephant carried a lot of people.
Yeah.
I can get that, but yeah,
Right.
I don't know if that's in there, man.
You got to
But
figure too.
But no, but I was gonna say the thing is too, even what Esau's created, we don't know what he's done.
Yeah.
That damn mad scientist.
Right.
Yeah, and the Lord could turn around and use his created,
Yep.
whatever he's created against him.
Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah,
happen. That's
yeah.
well, they show you that in the movies when you watch Terminator, and basically the Skynet, it basically turned on them, and they pretty much know that they know that's or maybe they got so much pride. You know, Esau is the one with the pride. Right. He think, you know what, it ain't gonna happen to me. Right. Yeah, you know what, I'll go ahead and it ain't gonna happen to me. Oh, really? It could be the angels, because they talked about how the angels drove by flew by a lot of those missile silos and made the silos go off. So it could really be the angels that control all those dang cyborgs and different things that they so-called creating, man, and then turn on them because they thought they were going to be able to control it. But the Most High control all things, man.
That's one thing I highly believe, that a lot of these American missiles are going to be turned back on their own selves.
Yep.
Right.
You know, because the angels control that. And that's what else I was going to say is those dinosaurs. You know, they walked the earth with man.
Sure did.
They wasn't like they were existed and then man. No, they walked simultaneously.
Earth with the men.
He didn't finish
Right.
this. But
The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with
Right.
fatness.
yeah, with the fatness, man, of you people, man. Right.
And with the blood of lambs
Right. Lambs. That's you Israelites, man. That's you Israelites.
and
You
goats.
so-called Black, Hispanic, and Indians. And goats. That's you Edomites, man.
With the fat of the kidneys.
And the kidneys, that's good for you know, the kidneys, that's where all that your grease and stuff, because your kidneys is supposed to help flush out your body. Yeah, it'll clean out your body, but a lot of you got a lot of extra grease and fat because you eat all this BS food, right? Go ahead.
Of rams
Uh-huh.
for the Lord.
Rams that's going into you other nations, right?
The Lord hath sacrificed. And
Yeah, one time, but no, they were the goat. The ram was the Elam. Elam was the ram, but that's just you just say other nation, because that's basically going into other nations. Yeah, all the other nations. Go ahead, keep going.
in Basra.
Yeah, and Basra, and that's Esau. Now back to east, because the Lord. Hey, know how the Lord always goes back to east. He says Esau, and then he says Esau again. Then man, the Lord, that's his meditation. What you were saying, he's meditating on that, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord really, hey man, Esau, he got it out for you.
Who hung him?
Yeah.
Esau?
Keep going.
And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Mhm.
And
Unicorn, the unicorn.
the unicorns shall come down.
Right, that's your power, man. Your power is gonna come down. Your actual unicorn, like your satellites, because that goes into your power.
Yep.
That's how you control everything. That's how you can you can do simultaneous. What's that? Real time or how? Yeah, you could do things. You could look at things in real time.
Yeah.
So, but if that's out of control, you can't look at things in real time. And guess what? Now all those plans you thought was gonna happen ain't gonna happen. What?
To come down with them and the bullocks.
Yeah, bullocks. Yeah. That's basically going into your power, right? Because a bull is known for power, man. Your military, right? Go ahead,
With the bulls,
right? Your
and
military,
their land shall be soaked with blood,
right?
and their dust made fat with fatness.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance,
Mm-hmm.
and the year
Of recompense.
recompense.
That's right, man. The Lord's recompense, man, because you got to get paid back.
Yep.
Keep going.
For the truly of Zion.
Controversy.
Controversy of Zion. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because you came against us. So you came against the Israelites, and controversy, right? Oh, what was that word again? I keep forgetting the word. Extortion. And the extortion, what did you say it meant? For them to what?
Gather money by
force, right?
Yeah.
That's a controversy,
Yep.
right? Right? And it said what? Read that again. said he came against Zion by controversy or controversy. Yeah.
For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance,
Right. Vengeance means the Lord, the angry man. He payback, vengeance,
and the year of consequence.
Like
recompense.
So recompense. Sorry.
Yeah, to repay back, recompense, payback, man. That's what it is, recompense.
For the controversy of Zion.
The controversy of Zion, man, and that's what you've been doing, extortion us by what? By way of force, man. The so-called black man created the elevator, the car, all these different things, and by your extortion, you're the one who's labeled as the one who created the car and the television and the cell phone and all these different other things that they said you created, but really the computer, but really a so-called black man created it, right?
Okay. 11 herbs and spices.
Or 11 herbs and spices, yeah, that too. Or even that Jack Daniels. They said Jack Daniels was made from the so-called black man. So-called black man was really an Israelite.
Esau, you can't even do nothing. You don't even want to be Esau. You want to be everybody on this planet except for who the Most High made you be, and that's Esau, the devil.
Weapons of mass destruction.
Right.
That's what he is. Luke. Okay, this is Luke chapter 16, starting at verse 1. And he said also unto his disciples, there was a certain rich man which had a steward.
Like, this is a parable, man. Said to his disciples, which goes into discipline or student, right? Because you gotta be under a thing. You have to get disciplined as a student in order to become an apostle, right? To be sent out so you could be tried and tested. Keep going.
And the same was accused unto him that he had wasted his goods.
Where who did they accuse him to? To the Most High, Yahweh. He was accused to Yahweh. That's ultimately why he always accuses you, because he's trying to say, look, Lord, look at your people. They ain't no good. Look at them. Look at them eat that pork. And like the Lord don't see him doing this. You know what I'm saying? He underhanded.
Give him the pork.
Yeah, give him the pork and say, hey, look, Lord, look what he's doing. You don't want them. You want us, don't you? Nah, the Lord ain't dealing with you. Keep going.
Verse 2. And he called him and said unto him, how is it that I hear this of thee?
Yeah, hey, the Lord said, man, how I'm hearing this. Oh, wait. Go to that Obadiah again, because he said, I heard a rumor in the beginning. Because that's what that is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord said, how is it I hear this of you? Obadiah, yeah, I heard a rumor. Yeah, go start it.
This is Obadiah 1:1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus said the Lord Yahweh Shimei Yahushai power concerning Edom.
Right.
We have heard a rumor from the
right.
Lord Yahweh.
Hey, we heard a rumor. What was that you said?
And he called it.
Yeah, back to you.
How is it that I hear this of thee?
Hey, how I hear this of you? It's a rumor. Go ahead.
And an ambassador is sent among the heathen.
An ambassador is sent amongst the heathen. Who's the ambassador? That's us, man. We're an ambassadors for Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
Right? And we said we heard what these devils said. Lord, look what's going on in this earth, man. We on the highways and the byways speaking out against you. And the Lord, he hear it now.
That's right.
He's hearing it.
The song is getting louder.
Yeah, it's getting louder. The Lord said, what y'all say? Okay. Keep going.
Arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle.
Let's get Russia. Hey, rise up against her, Russia. Hey, men that assemble with you, Russia, keep on going. Iran, okay, North Korea, let me get you over here. Let me go get this over here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you can get that Ezekiel 38. Yeah, but since I said that, yeah, Ezekiel 38. But
give an account of thy stewardship, for thou mayest be no longer steward. Verse 3. Then the steward said within himself.
That steward, look, can you look at that word, steward?
What shall I do? For my Lord taketh away from me the stewardship. I cannot dig.
Right, because the Lord is going to take Esau out of power. He's going to take him out of his position, man. But see, what happened is he got taken out of power when he was the Greeks, when he was the Romans, and then he's going to get taken out of power again. But see, this is when the time he got taken out of power as the Romans, right? Watch, go ahead, keep going.
I cannot dig.
No, as the Greeks, right? Because as the Greeks. This one he got taken out of power as the Greeks because he allowed Israel to be tributaries. He remember at that time he allowed us to let us know that we were Israelites. We were just paying tributary to him. So watch, keep going.
To beg, I am ashamed.
Yeah, so he say.
Verse 4. I am resolved.
Go back on that.
Verse 3.
This Esau, because what he's known as the Bower, right? Bower means peasant, right? See, so go ahead.
Verse 3 again.
That goes back to Esau. The Rothschilds were actually known as Bower, where Bower means peasant. So go ahead.
Then the steward said within himself.
Right, that mean. Hold on. You could probably do it. Tap that. You in the blue letter?
Yeah.
Tap that. Go into steward.
The having room charge.
Yeah, you can do that too.
So this is the definition for steward. The manager of household or of household affairs.
Right, the manager of a household, and the earth in itself is basically a household, right? Or what? Or household affairs. So you're in charge of the affairs of the world because you're ruling it. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, right? So since the earth was given into your hands, you're responsible for the household. But guess what there is? Pollution, all sorts of things. Don't worry about that. Get that. What?
The superintendent of a city's finances.
The superintendent of a city's finances. But how are they doing with our finances here in America? Terrible. Billions of dollars in debt. So you're in charge of the finances, and you're doing terrible, and then you still keep the Israelites down, man.
Right, we just went into that thick clay.
Yeah,
they're dead.
Yeah, that thick clay, man, going into the debt, man. Yeah, right, debt.
Yeah.
Right? What?
The treasurer of a city or of treasures of quarters of kings.
Right, yeah, and this is a city, because this is Babylon the Great, that great whore, the city, right? The city, right? America as a whole is a city, man. It's one big metropolis that has metropolis within inside metropolises. So this is just one big city, man. Because America's not a country; it's a corporation, right? It's about money. Keep going.
So back to the verse.
Did it have one?
No, that was it. I dropped down to the seventh definition. The third definition, which was predominantly what you asked.
No, but it should have says.
It was just talking about farm.
Oh, should have tapped into the other. Did it have an entomology? Should have had an entomology.
This is Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry.
Right. All these nations are going to be angry with you, right?
And their wrath is come.
Hey, and the wrath of Yahweh Shemel Shai, which the brother read, recompense. That's what it is. That wrath is going to come. That vengeance is coming.
And
right?
the time of the dead that they should be judged.
Right. And the time of the dead, you're going to be judged, man. That reincarnation of all the times you lived is starting. The Lord had to pay you back for all your generations that you lived.
And that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets.
Right, yeah, the elect, man.
And to the saints.
Right.
And them that fear thy name.
Right.
Small and great.
Right, the 144,000, the 1/3, right?
And shouldest destroy them,
right,
which destroyed the earth.
And destroy what? Esau, Edom, that destroyed the earth, man. Because you were in rulership. You were in rulership of the finances. You were in rulership of the whole thing. And what you did, just pollute the whole earth. You polluted the world, so you haven't been in good stewardship.
What are you looking for specifically? Because it's really not going in anything further than that.
Did it have oh, I don't have an anthem. Because sometimes they'll have another etymology
of the word,
that'll
yeah.
go a little bit deeper. But that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, go
yeah.
ahead. Just start where you left
Go
off.
back.
At.
Okay.
Oh no, I think this brother got one. Go ahead. The Ezekiel 38.
Where do you want me to start at?
Start off at the first chapter. It's cool.
First verse?
Yeah.
All right. Ezekiel 38:1, it says, "And the word of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yoshai came unto me, saying," verse 2, "Son of man, set thy face against Gog,"
Right. That's Russia.
right?
Right.
"The land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech
Yeah.
and Tubal, and prophesy against him."
Right. Come on and prophesied against what Russia. Right. Keep going.
Verse 3, "And say, Thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal."
Right. Come on. The Lord, you're Edomites ultimately, but the Lord is going to use you to basically counsel out the other Edomites, man. If
Right.
if a house shall come against itself, it shall not stand. Right. Then it says, then the Lord also said, he also said, he that live by the sword shall die by the sword. So guess what? The Edomites of America do live by the sword. What do the Edomites of Russia do? They live by the sword. All Putin them been doing is just building missile upon missile upon missile. They got so many missiles, it's ridiculous. And they saying that they have several thousands ready to shoot right now, and they got more thousands that's just ready, just sitting on shelves.
And Russia got them mobile ones where they can move them around.
And Russia's ready, because that's what I want to say, because the difference between Russia and America, they said the whole city of Moscow, they have a base for the whole city of Moscow. They have bunkers for the whole city. They say they could literally save the whole city of Moscow, and they have their bunkers ready for the whole city of Moscow. You think do they have that here in America? So they ready. So they're ready. They're more than ready. They're telling their people to get ready for nuclear war right now. They're doing drills on how to get to the bunkers in time. They're doing drills. They ain't talking about, like you said, they ain't talking about that on regular news. They're doing drills on how to get to those bunkers in record time. That's what they're doing right now. Go ahead.
Verse 4, "And I will turn thee back."
Right? Yeah, we'll turn you back to that USSR mentality. Keep going.
"And put hooks into thy jaws,
Right?
and I will bring thee forth, and all thine armies, and all thine army,
Right?
horses and horsemen."
Right? That's what the Lord said. He's gonna bring them people over here, and get them and put them in battle array against what? Against this horror, which is America, right? NATO, EU, and America, that whore that's on the scarlet color beast, man, right? Because you're the face of all these things, right? Come on,
"All of them clothed with all sorts of armor,
right,
even a great company with bucklers and shields,
right, dealing with the military, yeah,
all of them handling swords."
right.
That's those nuclear warheads.
That's the nuclear, yeah, that's the nuclear warheads and their what you call them, because it's gonna go into their. Keep going.
It says, verse 5 is Persia.
Right, because you're gonna have Persia, which is India. I mean Iran. Slovakia. That's Iran, which is Persia.
Ethiopia,
Right, Ethiopia
and Libya,
and Libya.
with them, all of them with shield and helmet.
Yeah, all of them with shields and helmets. So they're coming to make war with America, man. Which actually America means bitter, man. So America, you're gonna feel the bitter burn of ICBM missiles upon America, man.
If I may, those people are seasoned in battle now.
Oh, yeah.
They've been at war messing around between America and their proxy armies for so long that them people are they seasoned killers.
Man, but they raised them since the time they were like 5 or something. And they raised them war ready from young.
Yeah.
Not these dudes sitting around playing video games and go, hey, you want to join the military? Nah, that's good. Okay. Yeah, but that's just letting you know that the Lord is saying. What did it say? Oh, go to the part where it says, prepare yourself and prepare.
Okay, a couple more verses. It says, "Gomer and all his bands,
Right.
the house of Togama of the north quarters, and all his bands and many people with thee."
Right, they're military, they're bands.
And Gomer's what, Turkey, right?
Turkey, yeah.
Verse
Right.
7, it
And
says,
Turkey's going to shoot missiles on you because Turkey's supposed to be an ally, but Turkey's going to shoot missiles on you.
Verse 7 says, "Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled."
Prepare for thyself. What they prepare for? For war.
Right,
World
right,
War
right.
III, man. That's what they're prepared for World War III against America, right? And against all you other Edomites. Because what? Because your NATO is with them. That's why Russia was cutting off your gas, your natural gases and all that stuff. That's why Russia was putting tariffs and stuff on it, putting tax hikes on it. That's why a lot of things is going on. So, hey, man, the Lord is shaking up a thing or two on this earth. What?
"And all thy company that are assembled unto thee."
All thy company, man, all them different nations that the Lord has told Russia to prepare themselves and then prepare those other nations. And like the brother said, they war ready. They've been prepared, man. Go ahead.
"And be thou a guard unto them."
And now be a guard unto them like Venezuela, because you stole their oil. Russia sent, what is it called, the Su 38 or 57, the Su 57 plane jets. They sent to Venezuela. Russia gave them, and these are top planes. The Su jet. Man, them things are bad, man. Can you look at that up? That Su jet from Russia, because they gave it to Venezuela. Go ahead.
This is back in Luke.
But they raising up these armies against you, man.
16 and 3 again. Then the steward said within himself, "What shall I do?
Yeah.
For my Lord taketh away from me the
Right.
stewardship."
Man, the Most High gonna take away your stewardship, the ruling of this world, man. What?
I cannot dig. To beg, I am ashamed.
Right, because he was a beggar, man. He was a bower, but like it was before, he didn't like the beg. So what he did, he extorted you, right? He came and took it. That's why the brother read that as all the nations, everybody else cried after them as you cry after a thief, and they had to run into the Caucasus Mountains. Right? Keep going.
Verse 4. I am resolved what to do,
Yeah, see, he knew exactly what to do. Keep going.
that when I am put out of the stewardship, they may receive me into their houses.
Right? So, and that's what happened. When they fell, and when it didn't have to go to the Caucasus Mountains, and the Lord shut them up. They put the dust upon them, the confusion upon them for 1,000 years. When they came out of the Caucasus Mountains, what did you Israelites do? You accepted them. You brought them back. You let them. You taught them how to brush their teeth. You taught them how to wash their ass. You do like that, and then what did they do? They took over you, man. That's what they did. Go ahead, keep going.
Verse 5. So he called every one of his Lord's debtors unto him, and said unto the first, How much owest thou unto my Lord? And he said, 100 measures of oil. And he said unto him, Take thy bill, and sit down quickly, and write 50.
Right. One of the people who was following the Lord did that too. I think he was supposed to be what do they call it? The one like Matthew. What was Matthew? He was a tax collector. Yeah, it was another dude who was a tax collector, and he did the same thing. He went back because they spoke to him about the Lord, and then it said that he took and then gave people some of their money back. I can't remember the name of the guy, but he gave some of their money back.
Oh, okay. I when he was Zacchaeus.
Zacchaeus. Yeah. So he went back and gave some of the money back. So this is basically that type of situation, similar. Keep going.
This guy is actually, verse 7. Then he to another, And how much owest thou? And he said, 100 measures of wheat.
Right.
And he said unto him, Take thy bill and write 40.
Right, 40, basically 40. Yeah. 40.
Yeah, he was changing their bills.
Right, because, yeah.
And the Lord commanded.
Basically, he was giving them a break. You know what I mean? Because Esau does that for you. He'll like say like you go like a long time without having this bill, and then they'll send a thing into the mail and say, well, pay us this.
Right.
Right. Give us this, and then we'll cancel out your debt. we'll just say forget about it.
But they really took
Collected,
people on
they
that
already
interest.
collected, yeah.
The interest, yeah.
No, because they already got it. Because they have these companies and they
Oh, yeah,
sell
that
it.
too, that too.
They sell it.
sell that
They
shit,
sell that
yeah.
stuff, so they got the money. Then they turn around and try to get the money again. More. That's these devils, man. That's how they do it. Keep
And the
going.
Lord commanded the unjust steward because
Right.
he had
He's
done
the un-
wisely.
What? He's the unjust steward. So when you're dealing with the ruling of the world, you rule the world what? Unjustly, man.
That's right.
For the children of this world,
For the children of this world, because these people, they know what's going on. As you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, all these different things that's happening on in the world, and the devil has been the devil. He's going around seeking, as a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. And somehow you think because this is a different kind of fucking so-called white man, that he's going to be different than these other ones, and you hand off your $2 billion of gold unto them, and now they only talking about there's only $1 billion. And then they still saying they don't recognize you.
and you ain't getting that.
Right.
Gone.
You know what I'm saying? Then our so-called supposed to be our presidents or our leaders of our countries, right? They're in cahoots with the goddamn oil companies over there in Nigeria, and they've been stealing the oil. And the one guy, he said something about he said, I just know that all the news is saying it's 9 years, but when he gets on the thing, he said, I don't know how long it's been. I just know it's been under 20 years. So why did he say that? I was thinking, what did you say? I just think it's under. No, because I think it's been. Now that you said that, I'm thinking it's been longer than 9 years. It's been probably been about 20 years. Yeah, because he just said it for no reason.
Right.
I'm thinking
There was a reason why he said
said it like that. Yeah.
Their own tongue to
Fall
fall
upon
upon
him, yeah.
them.
I don't know, it's been about 20 years. I know it's a little bit under 20 years. Yeah, whatever, man. But
For the children of this world,
for the children of this world, which you know, these Edomites, but even these other nations, man.
are in their generation
Right,
wiser
right.
than the children of light.
Man, they know what's going on, man. They see the World War III. They're in there. They're preparing. They're putting away food. They're putting away different things. They're prepping. They're doing certain things because they see something's not right. But we going out to you Israelites, time and time again, speak unto you to tell you about the good news of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that you are the house of David. You're supposed to. We're trying to bring in the elect, which we're only going to bring in the elect, but we're trying to tell you about the greatness that you are. The Lord said that you're a great nation, man. That the Lord said you're His fervent lover. You're His firstborn, right?
Yeah, because the scripture says they do a diligent search, the heart is deep.
Right.
Get that, brother. Psalm 64:6. Yeah, that's these devils, man. You know, and these nations, man.
Yeah.
And this is-
But we tell you Israelites how much the Lord loves you, what He's doing. The Lord is making World War III just for you. And then we're telling you how good it is. Like the Lord died for you. You're talking about the Son of God. He said He became poor that you may be rich, man. And rich in what? And rich with this knowledge, and rich with the kingdom of heaven, to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai, man.
But they don't want that. They want to be joint heirs with Esau Edom.
Right? Yeah,
They
they're gonna
want
be
the riches of Esau Edom.
right. They're gonna get that
You know what I
that CHIP.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
C hip. They're gonna get that C hip, and then you're done.
That's when they join into him. That's when they're gonna be joined into him. That's they're gonna be joint heirs with Esau with the C hip.
Yeah.
Or as
Yeah.
I affectionately like to call it, the missile tracker.
Yeah.
You still want that on that jet?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the Su-57. It
Yes,
says
Su-57.
it says is the first aircraft in Russian military service designed with stealth technology, as it intended to be the basis for a family of stealth combat aircraft.
Right. Because look, and those things they carry what? The ICBM.
That's pretty
They
cool.
carry the missiles.
ICBM.
Is that one that has like
Yeah.
where they can sleep? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
no. They got that
Oh,
one
no.
that got the forward thing where they
Oh.
can sleep in it and everything.
Oh wow.
Right.
Made for long distance runs.
That's the ICBM. Man.
Yeah.
I don't know
And
if
then
you
the
can see
Lord said what? He's gonna come like a thief in the night.
Yep.
Show that one more again.
it. Not be able
Oh,
to see
right,
it. Oh, right. I don't know if you can see it or not because of the.
You see it. You know, it's
Sir.
Esau.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. There it is. See that?
You know, y'all wickedness, man.
Yeah, so that the Lord said He's gonna come like a thief in the night, and so we warning you, so-called Black and Hispanic and Native Indians, that the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night, and how He's coming through these ICBM missiles, through these other nations to destroy the wicked, man. And then what, you want to be joining hand in hand with the wicked? You think that you made a covenant with death, and somehow death is not going to come to you, but.
And there's a key word that he said about that plane. It just comes with that whole thief and stealth.
Yeah.
Which means they not gonna see it till they see it.
Yeah, it's gonna be too late.
Yeah, it's too late when you see it, but the radar ain't gonna pick it up. All of they little different technology.
And they gave like 3 or 4 of those to Venezuela.
Which means it's just south of the border.
It's just south
How
of
quick can that thing get here?
Oh yeah, fast.
Quick.
With nuclear warheads.
Right? With nuclear warheads.
Followed by the one that's gonna be moving at 6,000+ miles an hour.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And don't forget, they got bunker busters. See, nobody talk about them bunker
busters.
busters.
Yeah, they got the bunker busters.
But those things hit first.
Right.
To open up the door so they can open up the bunker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, this place.
Right. But the whole thing is, we're warning Jake. This whole thing is to warn you. Yeah. And this is how much the Lord loves you, man.
Yeah, you other nations, hey, you got a chance.
Boy, you got that.
I just want to bring this out. You know what I mean? It's talking about, you know, when you was talking about earlier, the polluting of the earth. You know what I mean? Of the whole earth. Because it's, Esau, he don't pollute the air, pollute the water, they pollute the ground, they pollute the animals.
Well, what we're talking about, man?
Everything.
This right here is to cleanse the earth, man.
That's right. This is a cleansing agent.
This is the cleansing agent to cleanse the earth, man.
That's right.
And the Lord is going to send forth His sword, man. What the Lord said, it had the fatness in it. You know what I'm saying? The fatness of the blood, the blood.
Rams and goats.
The blood of rams and goats, man.
That's right.
But it's going to be a cleansing agent for all of America, but then strategic places around the world too, man.
Right.
So I just got a couple scriptures that I
Go
want
ahead.
to read.
Get ready for this.
Because that's what he's saying, that pollution, man. And you got to clean the pollution up, man, somehow. But we're trying to warn you Israelites so you won't be here in that time, man. But hey.
They don't believe it, though.
That's right. And Yahweh shooting outside sending a massive destruction on this place, man. You know what I mean? And this is 2nd Ezra 15:5. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem outside, I will bring plagues upon the earth, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Right.
For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth,
Right.
and the hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore said the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness."
Right. Then the Lord is going to hold His tongue no more. Oh, get that Habakkuk.
Which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
Right, yeah, you wickedly, that's all you do. It's your practices, or your instead of your religion being, or your practices being of the law, statutes, and commandments, and believing in Yahushua as the testimony of our Lord, who shed His own blood and took on all our sins and diseases and all that stuff upon Him, that we may be healed, that we may have life, that we may have the wild, that we may have the breath, man.
That's right. It says, "Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me."
Right. That's dealing with the elect, man. That's all the prophets that you killed before. He said, Israel, thou slayest the prophets, man. Right. And so what, we back again in our lot, and then you want to slay us again. Yeah. And it says that you're gonna turn us into the authorities, man.
That's right. And the souls of the just complain continually.
And that's what we're doing right now. We're complaining, but then even in the spiritual world, we got brothers complaining about this place, and that's why the Lord is collectively making that World War III happen with Russia, and He's gonna have that stealth Su-57, man, with ICBM missiles that they ain't gonna see until you're consumed with fire. You're not even gonna know, man. It's gonna be too late, man.
Not to mention the so-called missing submarine.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh that what is it called? The Poseidon. It's called a Poseidon. And they said the way that missile goes, it comes up, and it'll actually make a tidal wave. So when it blows, it's going to make a tidal wave, and then it's going to blow that whole area away. So that's why when you go read into that part where it says, hurt not the earth. Oh, get that. Hurt not the earth and the sea. Or Revelation 7.
Yeah.
Hurt not the earth and the sea. When you go into that, when that Poseidon goes up and go like that, and it blows, it's gonna what? All the part of the ocean, the fish, the what's it called? The coral reefs. Yes, that's what the coral reefs. All that shit's gonna be gone, blown out with a hole, and then all the water's gonna send forth, and then flood out all the little surrounding area of the area, and then it's gonna be missiles hitting. So like the brothers were saying about how the earth is gonna be getting changed in different positions, but not only just that, there's gonna be, because of the exploding and the earth reeling to and fro like a drunkard, there's islands underneath the water, and those islands are gonna pop up.
England is an island, and didn't they threaten to sink in? Didn't they threaten to blow one up and cause a tsunami to hit England?
That's what's going to cause tidal waves, tsunamis, earthquakes, volcano, all that stuff's coming, man.
You know, and America's crisscrossed with pipelines.
Oh yeah, different pipelines. But then they were saying that, because I was thinking about that too, because I'm just saying when they were speaking about it, I was thinking about how there's different islands and different things that's underneath the ocean.
Oh yeah.
So the Lord said that He's going to make what? A new earth and a new heaven. So when you got that new earth and new heaven, there's going to actually be things that's new. It's going to pop up fully vegetated. It's going to be nice, beautiful, lush, like a paradise. Well, basically what it is. Eden, Eden all over again. Without any pollution, without any things happening. It's gonna be an island or something to pop up from the ocean, a whole new everything. Yeah,
because when the flood happened, a lot of that stuff got
washed away. Yeah,
because that word kainos, which means refreshing. So it's not gonna, it's not gonna be a new earth. It's gonna be fresh,
right? And because of that Poseidon, it might blow and actually reveal it.
Yep.
Actually, you know what I'm saying? Because the way that thing gonna blow, it'll reveal that other landmass that's right there. So it's a lot of things that you don't really, it's like I said, we know in part, we prophesy in part, but we're just, you know what I mean? That's what it is.
This is Revelation 7:2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea.
Right. Yeah, it was given to the angels. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, this is a thing of the Most High. Those ICBM missiles are the Most High's army, man. That's the Most High's military. Did you have a precept?
I just got that one that you asked me to get.
Okay. Like the 210 that you asked for.
Okay.
You want me to get that?
What you got?
Habakkuk 2 and
give me that first.
All right, this is Habakkuk 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
Yeah, it will surely come, man. All the prophecies that we speak of, right? And it's really of the power of the Lord, because the Lord said that he put the word above His name. So now He has to make everything come to pass exactly when it needs to come to pass as far as prophecy, because it cannot fail. None shall want her mate. These things shall not fail. Not
His words that He spoke.
Get it out. Yeah, get those. Yeah.
Let me get that Micah 2.
Yeah, get that.
There's the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10, and it says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest."
Right, this ain't your rest, you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, you so-called Nigerians, you so-called Venezuelans, you Israelites that's around the world, man. Mm-hmm. Right? We tell you, man, this is not your rest, man. This world right now is under the unjust steward, man. Right. And he's unjustly ruling the world. It said that he's supposed to be in a response of the world's finances. Why is there any poor people? You're talking about all these devils got trillions of dollars, and in one stroke of a pen, everybody could be debt free. Right? They could do that. It didn't have to be anybody starving. right? It don't have to be anybody homeless, right?
I think they said if all of the elites gave up, what, 10% combined, they could get rid of all of this
Yeah.
issue?
It
10% of it.
could be the money, the amount of money they got. It could be less than that, and it'll get rid of all this. But they don't want to do that.
No, he's eating greedy.
You know what I'm saying? That's too easy, my guy. That's too easy. That's too easy, right? Because you got to be the devil, man. That's ultimately what it is. He wants your soul.
Yeah.
He wants to take the God gene from you, man.
Yeah.
He don't want you to believe in Yahweh Shemi Awashai no more.
That's right.
You know, now that we're in the truth, I'm so glad he's like that, because it's going to be much more enjoyable to rip it from his cold, living fingers.
Man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not dead hands. He's going to be alive.
Oh yeah,
Put
into
his chain
slavery, yeah.
And watch all, and have him carry his money out and put it where it goes.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
going to be much more delightful.
Well, it says arise ye, that's talking to the Israelites.
Yeah.
Arise ye, it says depart, come out of this mentally.
Right.
You know, come out of this, the ways of the world, the ways of Babylon the Great. It says, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. You know,
Right,
that ultimate destruction is going to be the nuclear missiles and the lasers from the chariots.
I'll get this, Isaiah 55:11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. Also, that's the Most High said. Everything that he said from the beginning to the nukes, man, all of it's going to come into fruition. And it's not going to tarry. What we may consider as tarrying is right on time with the Heavenly Father.
What was that again? One more time.
Isaiah 55:11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth.
Right. Oh yeah, done. Everything that comes out of the Lord's mouth, which really actually are the prophets out here now, right?
Right.
At this point, that's us, Lord willing, right?
As long as
What?
we're speaking from this word. It shall not return unto me void.
And then the things that's going out ain't going to return to the Lord void, which we're starting to see that. Because now you got to think like they were saying. Think about when the apostles was doing this. You're talking 40 years or so. When it didn't look like anything. So definitely people, you crazy niggas. Hey, now, hey, every time. But then the crazy thing is, people still ain't paying attention.
No.
So, hey, you're gonna get a just deserve recompense, man. Judgment, man.
It's going to be beautiful, though, because when they do pay attention, it's going to be too late. Which is going to make it more satisfying to watch they stupid asses cry, moan, and complain.
Man.
And mock them. Like, what do you want me to do? I can't give you none of my oil. I'll run
Hey,
out.
go down to the what it said.
Right.
Go down
Go
to the
to them
store.
and sell and buy.
Go to the seller and buy.
But when they go to that seller and buy, it's gonna be too late. The
No,
door
it ain't gonna be none because you already see the
Exactly.
stores. You see the stores now ain't got nothing. The stores right now ain't got, and they really
They
ain't gonna
got
have
jack.
nothing.
Call on your God. Maybe he's
Man.
asleep.
Man.
Yeah, call
Maybe
him.
he's on vacation.
Call on JC.
You know? Yeah.
Remember, he's supposed to help you, right?
Oh shit.
But it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Right.
So, hey, like I said, hey, everything the Most High said is going to come into fruition. It's going to fully manifest itself and complete. It's not, ain't going to be partially done and no, it's going to fully come into fruition.
Yeah, man.
All the way up into and beyond you going into slavery.
Right, hey, got it. And it's just cooking up World War III because they finding gold over in Africa. They're stealing oil over here. They're doing this, they're doing that, and things is leading you to World War III, man. Was it Biden making a snicker about how he was going to blow up that goddamn line, that gas line of Russia, and previous to the beginning of this year.
Right.
Oh, how are you gonna do it?
Yeah.
Believe it, we'll get it done.
And they got the one, they got it back up and running.
Oh,
So
did they?
they're waiting to see what America does again.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they got that one Nord Stream, I think Nord Stream 2 back up and running.
Yeah.
Okay,
no
well,
shit,
it
too.
did.
it's
Yeah.
running.
Yeah. So yeah, this devil, he ain't done. Biden ain't gonna. And what he don't pay attention to is Europe is gonna suffer for that.
Yep.
So they stupid as hell to keep going along with this American dumbass.
Well, it's because they trust in Egypt.
Man,
You know what I mean?
I'm talking about their own people though.
Yeah,
Like these Europeans, they're stupid as hell to keep
Dumb.
siding with,
what
what these damn devils is doing over here.
Well, because they devils themselves.
Yeah, they
come.
do. Was you finished with that?
Yeah. That Isaiah 55 and 11. Yeah.
All right, this is Psalms 39:6. Surely every man walketh in a vain shoe. Surely they are disquieted in vain. He heapeth up riches.
Right. That's ultimately what you've been doing. You've been heaping up riches around the world, right? Stealing gold from Venezuela, stealing gold from this, and then ultimately the greatest riches you ever took was the Israelites, man.
That's right.
Right?
And knoweth not who shall gather them.
Give me Joel 3. Talk about how we're the Lord's gold and silver. Right? Because the greatest riches you ever stole. Right?
And knoweth not who shall gather them.
Right.
This is Joel 3 and verse 5. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold.
Yeah, the greatest riches you could ever take. This is the Lord's silver and his gold, which are what?
Which have carried unto your temples my goodly pleasant things.
Right.
The children also of Judah.
The children of Judah.
And the children of Jerusalem.
And the children of Jerusalem, which is the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, which that's what we're talking about, because the Nigerians is the southern kingdom, which you've been stealing their oil, and in the northern kingdom, which is Venezuela, you stole their gold and you're not trying to give it back. Right?
Have ye sold unto the Grecians?
Right, you sold unto the Grecians, which the original Greeks were so-called black people, but what? You conquered them and took on their names, trying to hide yourselves. Right? Trying to hide yourselves, not trying to not be Edom. Right?
That's why I say the worst thing you can call them is what they are.
Yeah, Edomites. No, let him finish again.
Psalm 39:6 says, surely every man walketh in a vain shoe.
Yeah, every man walketh vain, especially if you're not walking with the Lord. And Esau definitely is not walking with the Lord, right?
Surely they are disquieted in vain.
Right, you're going to get disquieted, all you so-called black, Hispanic, and Indians, you're going to get disquieted with ICBM missiles, man. You're going to get disquieted with the Karagma, man. Right? You're going to get disquieted by that hunger, man. Wait till you're starving. All that scoffing and all that stuff that you wearing a dress and da-da-da-da and all that scoffing, that you crazy. Oh, we're really we're Muslim and we're Christian and all this mocking and all this other stuff, man. Yep. You're gonna get disquieted, man.
And that's gonna be the point when you run to get this.
Yep.
Yeah, when you in that hunger state.
That's when he's gonna offer you this right here.
Yeah, you're gonna get this karagma, man.
Yeah, you're gonna run and get it.
What Esau told himself. Did you know that Esau was reading a thing? They said they called it the bioeconomy.
Oh yeah.
Chip. So bio means what? Body.
Yeah.
Economy dealing with what? Commerce. Being able to buy and sell. So what the hell is IUIC talking about, man? It don't make no sense. Esau's calling it the bioeconomy.
Yeah.
Chip.
Even that devil, what's it, Noah, Harari, whatever.
Yeah,
he said it's going to be under the skin.
Yep.
He said it, under the skin.
Right.
So, what does that mean? It's right
Purple
there.
Christians ain't gonna tell you nothing, right?
But he heapeth up riches.
Right. That's all Esau ever been doing. Going around the world, stealing people's things, and you heaping up riches. But really, you what? Okay, go on.
And it says, and knoweth not who shall gather them.
Yeah, you don't know who's going to gather them. It's really actually going to be the elect. Matter of fact, go ahead, read that. So we're going to show you who's going to gather it.
This is Proverbs chapter 13, verse 22. A good man leaveth inhabitants to his children.
Inheritance. Yeah.
Inheritance to his children.
A good man leaves an inheritance to his children, and the Most High is not a man, but it's just giving you a understanding that he's a male. He's giving you an analogy that he's masculine, right? He's a male, masculine, but a man of war, right?
Children and the willing of the sinners.
Right, he's gonna get an inheritance to his children. No, not you.
Is laid up for the just.
No, read again.
A good man leaveth
Layeth up.
laid in.
Yeah, a good man layeth up an inheritance.
No, it says leave it. Good man leave it.
Leave it. Okay, a good man leave it. I know some versions say lay. Okay. Good man leaveth an inheritance
To his children.
to his children
Children's children.
and his children's children.
And
Right? And his children's children what? Are dealing with the Israelites, man.
And the wealth of the sinners.
What? And the wealth of the sinners, because it said you're heaping up treasures, right? Because you're heaping up treasures around the world. You're going around the world stealing money, heaping up money. And what?
Is laid up for the just.
It's
Laid up for the just.
It's going to be laid up for the just. And who's the just, man? The saints. And the saints are what? The Israelites, man. Which starting with the elect of the nation of Israel, man. So you're laying up treasures and heaping up treasure, and you know now who gonna actually reap the benefits, which that benefit is actually gonna go to the elect of the nation of Israel, man. Right?
It's the book of 2 Esdras, chapter 7, verse 43, and it says, "But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of immortality for to come, where corruption is past." Right, and that's all this place has been, is corrupt, beginning with this damn devil. You know, it says, verse 44, it says, "Intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown."
Infidelity, and what does fidelity mean? Faithful. You're unfaithful. Your infidelity, you're unfaithful, right? Your unbelief.
You're doing stuff.
Your unbelief is going to be cut off, man. What?
So infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown.
Righteousness and what in this truth, man.
Right.
And Yahweh Shemel Rashai. Keep going.
And truth is sprung up.
The truth has sprung up, and listen. Ultimately, that's where it's at now. But it's going to be fully in the kingdom when what the law statutes are in our mind. In our, you know what I mean?
Yep. Verse 45 that says, "Then no man shall be able to save him that is destroyed,
Right.
nor to oppress him."
Because we ain't gonna be in the ghettos, the barrios, or the reservations anymore, and you're gonna be walked by that nigga is destroyed. Because that's what they see is that nigga's destroyed. You be seeing the niggas bugged out on all these drugs and shit, niggas completely just destroyed. You know what I mean? Well, you ain't gonna be able to say that no more.
Yeah, so nobody's gonna be able to save this devil, you know, because he's gonna ultimately everything's coming for his destruction. You know, his rulership's gonna be brought down, and ultimately he's gonna be put all together and burnt, man. So, you know, it says, "Then no man should be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that has gotten the victory." And who's gonna get the victory?
The Israelite, right.
Beginning with the elect.
Oh yeah, it's going.
Yeah, it's going to Sunday.
But yeah, let's go ahead.
Goes out.
Oh no, you know what? Give me. Oh, give me Nathan. No, give me Nathan. Two. What?
James chapter 1 verse 11. For the sun is no sooner risen with a burning heat, but it withereth the grass, and the flower thereof falleth, and the grace of the fashion of it is perished.
Right. Because ultimately that's what it's saying. All this stuff is gonna perish, man. Like you were saying, wickedness is going to be put away, and righteousness is going to spring up. And once righteousness spring up, you're not going to no longer say that we're destroyed. You're not going to be able to be looking at us smoking on crack. You know what I mean? Throwing up gang signs with our pants behind our, you know what I'm saying? And all these different things completely, you know what I'm saying? Completely destroyed, man. You ain't going to be able to see that. We're going to be in righteousness. We're going to have those almost angelic bodies. It's going to be like angelic and terrestrial at the same time.
So also shall the rich man fade away in his way.
Right. You've been heaping up all this treasure, and it's really coming to what? To the elect, man. Right? Because all your wickedness is going to be put away, and there ain't going to be nobody to save you. What was that again?
You want me to go over or go to the next verse?
No, go over it again.
For the sun is no sooner risen with a burning heat,
right?
But it withereth the grass,
which is a metaphor for the ICBM missiles. When the ICBM missiles come, it's going to be like the sun when it burns up the grass, man.
And the flower thereof falleth.
In the fall, man, because don't Esau has that in the Apocrypha when it talks about like smell the roses or something about the roses. You know about that?
Where we should do as our will, do as we will, and smell every rose.
Right? Yeah. That's how it is.
Yeah, I can't think of where it's at.
Yeah.
And I'll keep going.
Okay.
And the flower thereof falleth, and the grace of the fashion of it perisheth.
Yeah.
So also.
Yeah, the fashion of America is going to perish, man. The fashion of this world fadeth away, man. So ultimately, that's what's happening right now. The fashion of this world is passing away, man. You know what I'm saying?
So also shall the rich man fade away in his ways.
Right, the rich man is going to fade away in his ways, man. All the things that you do to get rich, and then you teach Jake how to get rich, because the whole thing is what? Extorting. And that's ultimately what Jake learned to do. They go around extorting their own brothers and shit. You know what I mean? By violence to get money. Then it shot this nigga at goddamn what is that? The goddamn chicken and waffle place, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, for his gold and blew his brains out in front of everybody. And then I like what Fat Joe talked about. He was saying that he said, I rob people, but why kill them? He said, not only did you ruin this man's life and his family, what about all the people who never seen anybody die? Now they just seen brain blow out his brain and land on their goddamn plate. You just traumatized all sorts of people for what? And then we had a time that there's supposed to be a great awakening. But you Israelites don't want to understand, man. You don't want to even kind of comprehend a little bit of this thing. You love wickedness, man. So ultimately, you're going to get your just due. You're going to be in that lake of fire, and you're going to be the fire, the flower that felleth, man. Because you had all this beauty, man. You could jump high. You could shoot jumpers. You could run down the football field. It looked good. It looks beautiful, like a flower. But guess what? After a while, a flower, it withereth away, man. That's right. And that's what you're going to do, man. That's right. You done?
This Psalm 103 and 15. As for man, his days are as grass.
Right, your days are short, man. You don't ever know when you're gonna die, man. So you should seek the Lord while He's at hand, man. So you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man, that's ultimately what we're here for, to tell you to seek the Lord while He's at hand, man.
As a flower of the field.
Yeah, man, you're in the field. The field is the world, man. You're in the world. You're just a flower, man. You know what I'm saying? You're pretty, you're this, you're that. You got all these skills, this talent, this and that. But the first and foremost comes the Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these other things shall be added unto you. Right?
So he flourishes.
So what?
He flourishes.
Yeah. You were supposed to flourish. Keep going.
For the wind passeth over it.
The wind.
And
what wind is that gonna be? That nuclear wind. The nuclear wind's gonna pass by you, and what happened?
It is gone.
It's gonna make you. You're gonna be gone. You're gonna be out of here.
And the place thereof shall know it no more.
Hey, America's not gonna be here. No, they're gonna know. What's America? We're gonna know. Who? America. like the brothers always talk about how we're gonna have to teach our kids about. You're gonna have to teach them all. Hey, that was America. We're gonna fly over the thing. This is what you not do. They were doing this. They were doing that. They were letting all sorts of abominable things. They had transformers where they can get sex changes, and then they wanted to go a little bit further and say that to make them a vagina. They said they can make their vagina out of a fish's skin, so it can feel real.
Right.
Yeah. They're making the vagina, the men, when they do it, they're putting fish skin so it can feel more real, like an actual vagina.
I'm just looking at you like, you know, some stuff you can just keep to
No,
I don't want to hear. This dude is just pervertedly just disgusting, man.
No, but I'm just saying, because we gotta teach our children the truth. We're gonna tell our children what's up. We ain't like these devils. We ain't gonna tell them lies. We're gonna tell them the truth. We're gonna tell you how far he went, man. This devil went too far.
Sometimes I just hate my virgin ears hearing some of this shit. Like, oh, now I can't get that out of my mind.
Keep going.
Psalm 103 and 17. But the mercy of Yahweh Shemel Shai is from everlasting to everlasting.
Right, hey, but the mercy of the Most High is from everlasting, which means forever and ever.
Upon them that fear him.
Right, and I hope, Lord willing, we're those men that fear Yahweh Shemel Shai.
And his righteousness unto children's children.
Right, and his righteousness unto children's children, which the Lord, the brother read that in Proverbs. A righteous man shall lay up an inheritance, his wealth for his children's children, man. And that's ultimately what we're here for. And the real wealth is what? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures that's ultimately, Lord willing, put us on those chariots when that ICBM, that fire comes down, man.
That's what it is right here.
Come on, go ahead.
To such as keep his covenant, and those that remember his commandments and to do them.
Woo. See? To put us on those chariots, man. The ones who keep his commandment and do them, that we should be saved in that day, in that time, in that hour, right? The hour, right? Because America's going to be destroyed in 1 hour, man. Right? So with all that, we want to give all praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the brothers out there in the four winds, man. Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
A Bible ball.
A Bible ball.